Betting the Breeders' Cup, day number 2. I'm Scotty McKeever, and welcome to EquinEdge Live. Exciting day today as we just launched our new pace numbers and our new race view. So hopefully you guys are liking that. And so far, so good. We've got race number 5 coming up from Del Mar. Hello, Deb, Lexi, Christy, Don, Juan in the house as well, Patrick, and thanks to all the employees who were able to bring us this version. Thank you so much for your love too. It means a lot. The work, it's just intense. It's so intense. It really is hard. And these things and seeing what you guys are writing right now, handicapping since Long Acres in Seattle. You just gave up your age, Juan, but that's okay. I've been doing it not as long as you, but been doing it a while. I've tried just about everything, and there's no Rosetta Stone, but EE is close. I couldn't have said it any better. Dan, hey folks, every time these guys put out something new, it's more spectacular than the last update. I've never been a part of something like this in horse racing, and I couldn't agree more. And that's not because I was one of the creators of this. I'm with you. I'm a diehard horse player, and there's never been anything this easy, and we're getting it better and better and better. Hello, Sean, Ron, Alex, Chrissy in the house, Kent, Norm, Greg. How are you guys? Everybody good, ready to go? Charles in the house, Rouse in the house from New Jersey. And the 5-horse in race number 3. If you haven't seen the new layout, here's the new layout, the pace number. We'll talk about that. We're going to go over day number 2 from Del Mar. Yeah, if you look at, so I didn't bet this, but I'm sick that I thought about it and I didn't bet it. But if you look at the pace number, there was 3 horses that had speed and they went, and then a closer that had a 6-1 EquinEdge morning line, a decent win percentage. You could have eliminated this horse, and you could have eliminated this horse, and you could have taken one of these long shots. Race number 2, look at this. Aiden's Dream had an 83 on the pace. This horse wins the race. Now, by the way, on these pace numbers, a horse doesn't have to get the lead. I think this horse did, though, and needs the lead. If a horse doesn't need the lead and has that fast pace, and it sits, it's just going to have that much more when it finishes. So Aiden's Dream getting Mike's Tis Now. I bet $500 to win on this horse. But I thought that because of this horse's speed, that would hurt the other horses like Tilted Towers and the 7-horse. And I thought that would set it up for the 6-horse Cucina to get up for the 2nd spot. But I didn't bet it. And look at how sick this is. That exacta for $1, $52.30. And I'll show you. You know I don't lie to you guys. 500 to win on that 5-horse there. Del Mar race number 3. And, oh, you want to see something sick? I did a $500 exacta. I bet 500 to win on the 5-horse before that. So you think the pace number is helping me? Look at that. Paid me $21.50. And look at, I did a 5-4 exacta. You guys look and see what that exacta came in. The 4 lost second by a nose, was in 2nd place, made me sick. And, of course, I gate to wire. The pace number is just huge. Just huge. You might need to refresh your screen, Trish, or you might need to clear your cache. So the way I clear my cache here is right here. I go up here, and if I go to Chrome, it says clear browsing data. That's on mine. And if I click on this and I clear it, and then I sign back in, I refresh the screen, and then it should be there, okay? So Santa brought you what you needed. I'm with you. And so anyways, I'm pretty pumped and powerful. Yeah, I told you guys. What's up, Adam? I told you guys. I know. You know what? I'm so appreciative. You guys, it was a great showing yesterday's show. We had like between Twitch and Twitter, we had almost 360 people that were concurrent in watching the show. So thank you very much for that. You guys are also wonderful, and the entire team has been pumped to get this out. This pace number, in case you didn't know, has been 4 years in the making. We have never had one we felt was good enough to launch. So I know race number 5 is going off. Did it go? What's up, Gary? Judy in the house. Hey, oldie. Don't forget to like the show. I'm doing great. Juan. How are you doing? Daryl's in the house. Bill Kelly's in the house. Ticket generator not working? What? When you say I just clicked on it. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Mike Smith just popped up actually right here. It's working for me, Bill. You just saw that. I just clicked on it and it's working. It gave out the 6 horse, who I thought there was some cheap speed in here, and the 6 was the horse to beat. 35% to win. I did think the 6 was the horse to beat. It came in 210 at Delmar. 210. I don't think I was close. I didn't bet that race, thank God. Let's see here. Oh, I was way off on that one. Number 2. It's working for you now? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, so sweet. You know, I've heard that from a few people, Sarah. I've got it. Look, so if I click on tomorrow, I think you might need to clear your cache. Look, I've got pace numbers for tomorrow, but somebody else said that as well. You're probably going to have to just and then refresh your screen, but you're probably going to need to clear your cache. Again, this is how I can clear mine on my laptop. I click on Chrome. It says clear browsing data. And if I click on that, watch, it'll say, okay, clear data. And then if I click on that, it'll do it. Okay. So I'm going to cancel that because I don't need to. And we're back. Yeah, no, a lot of people are watching that after the fact. You've got time, Chrissy, so it's not a big deal. I hope you're doing well. I can't wait for the NHC this year. We got BCBC tomorrow, so that's going to be just fantastic. Churchill Downs race number 10 is coming up, and I know I need to do the Breeders' Cup show, but I will, Mo. I will. I don't know why mine's not working. Hold on here. Let me see. You know, everybody's different, so I'm not sure, Wesley, if you have to. Mo, we're going to be covering the pace number the entire show, so if you have any questions afterwards, let me know. No problem, Steve. So the pace number, okay, so I'll take you back even further. Most of the top players in horse racing believe that pace makes the race, and so they need a pace number. Well, there's a company out there that many people know that's a good company, and they've been known to have the best pace number, and they put their pace number out on the internet. And their pace number essentially is 60% prediction. Their top number will be the horse will be in first or second place at the first call. Okay, thank you, Mo. At the first call. Ours, and that does not include first-time starters. Ours is 67%. We can predict who's going to be in the lead or in second place at the first call, 67% of the time with first-time starters. So what I want you to do, though, is when you see first-time starters in races, just know that it probably won't be as accurate. I'm going to monitor it and see, and if I want to keep it or not. But right now, if we were to take first-time starters off of there and put like blanks in there, we'd be hitting at 70%. So we're 10 points better than the highest posted pace number out in horse racing. That's how good this number is. Yeah. You guys are going to love it. Pace numbers are for everybody. This is something that is for everybody, Ron. Yeah, no, exactly. Churchill Downs. Look at the pace numbers. So let me know what happens over at Churchill Downs. I don't know why I can't get into my ADW. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. Yeah, the entire team, Brad, John, Mike, Ruben, Chris. I mean, everybody's been working so hard. Chris's team, Grim, everybody, like Jonathan, Jeff True. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Like, there's been so many people that worked so hard on this. Shout out to the racing dudes, Brady, Mike Somich. I mean, Justin. Now they're hooked on EquinEdge, Mo. Yeah. Yeah, we barely. What's up, Tony? Yeah, we barely made it. It really allows you, right? See, exactly, Spence. Exactly. Exactly. It just does. You know what? You might have to clear your cache. I'm hearing this from some people that they're seeing some races and some not, and they're seeing races for today, but not for tomorrow. So you might have to clear your cache. Thank you, Trish, very much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing tomorrow. Yeah, this was rough. This was not easy. Whew, God, it wasn't easy. You know, it's really weird not to be on the staging site, on the test site, because I've been spending pretty much every minute of my life on the staging site, testing and using that. And because all the best products are on the staging site, but a lot of things don't work on staging either. So it's really nice to have this up here. We do have an issue with this, with the release of the pace numbers. Something happened to the GSR Plus. There's no GSR Plus right now, but they're working on it right now. So don't worry. I'm sure that will be up shortly. All right. But I think you guys will sacrifice the GSR Plus for just a few for the pace number, I'm sure. But see what I'm saying? Like, you think everything's going to go smooth, but it doesn't. You do a launch and then, whew, this is just the beginning. This is nothing. Yeah, this is nothing. There's so much more coming. Past performances, the link feature, my ticket book. So you're going to be able to save all your tickets, as you guys know, but you know what we're really happy about as well? We're really happy about are you guys like the layout? How much easier is this to read, right? So it makes everything kind of stand out much better. So what I have noticed with this, check this out. What I've noticed when there's a lot of pace numbers like this, 66, 63, 62, 59, you've got horses that are, the pace number is like even. You can usually count on horses coming from behind, and that, especially if they have decent numbers. In this race, aside from the one horse, everybody has an equal number. So look, and then does the one need the lead? The one is 39%, but I look at this one, it doesn't look that great to me. So you can try to beat a horse like that. And then look, you could box the bottom three horses here and you would have won on the exacta. You'd have got back $56 for $2, so $28. I've done this a few times now with the pace numbers. When they're equal like this, I'll take like the bottom numbers. These bottom numbers do not mean this horse can't win. These win percentages weren't bad in comparison with the field, right? And then all those other horses had some speed, right? Yeah, exactly. Drunk betting. Hey, listen, that's coming too. Aussie racing, European racing, Hong Kong racing. That's all coming. No, the pace number is I'm pretty pumped. Thank you, Linda. So you might need to clear your cache, oldie. And if you guys are having issues with that stuff, you got to go on to the intercom over here on the bottom right of the screen. Click on that like that. Okay. Thank you, Linda. You couldn't have said it any better. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you're having issues seeing some of the races over the next couple of days, try clearing your cache. Again, if you're just getting on, this is how I do it. Click on Chrome, click on clear browsing data. That pops up and you click on clear data. And then you refresh your screen and it should be up. You need to buy a house? No pressure. No pressure. All All right, of course, I'm going to be looking for horses to pop up on the new algorithm that we're testing. So if that pops up, I'll give you guys that. Yeah, Michael, like I said, go to I can't fix that. I don't it's you either have to clear your cache or get a whole, like I said, go run the bottom right of the screen and then Brad can help you, okay? I have no idea. But it's working for me. I'm not having any issues at all. So you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. All right. You guys ready? Breeders' Cup tomorrow, but we already covered that. You can go on YouTube on day one, Breeders' Cup day one. And if you go up here like this and go to YouTube, and what you do is you click on EquinEdge Live, and then you'll see this right here, How to Bet Breeders' Cup day one. And you click on that, and it'll take you to it, okay? So, and then I'm using Chrome. That's actually a really good point, Daryl. Is I find that Chrome. You sent a message on intercom. Okay. Well, I think Brad's getting bombarded right now with people having questions on the pace number, so it might take a little bit longer than normal. On the mobile app, clearing the cache. You know what, Gary? Mike, do you know how? Are you watching, Mike? Do you know how to maybe direct? You know what you can do, Gary, too? You can go online and type that question in, and it'll probably pop up and show you how to do that. I think you go to settings, your settings, right, on that thing, I think, and then let's see if it says clear cache anywhere. Is it not working this Sunday yet? It could be. Let's see here. I've got Sunday. I got Golden Gate. Okay, so some tracks haven't populated yet. So I don't have it for like Del Mar for Sunday yet. That the pace number hasn't populated. Okay. Firefox has been an issue. I'm on a Mac, yeah, but I don't have. I have a few tracks on the 6th, but not all of them. I would not suggest Firefox for EquinEdge. Thank you, Judy, very much. That means a lot. Oh, that's a great question too, Juan. So the pace numbers, John and I are working right now on incorporating the pace numbers, the GSR, into all the algorithms. Congratulations, Colin. Right on. Everything good? Second boy last night, 9:30 p.m. What's your little boy's name? And what's your wife's name? Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Did Mike say in that I would just Google how to clear your cache? Yeah, just do that, Gary. Brad might know as well. Excuse me 1 second. So Delta Downs, race number 9. Sort this, and is the 1 a good example of a time to not hide a 1% horse? So no, so you're using this in your mind. So I'm not using the 1 at all. The 2's faster. The 2's a Scotty's second pick, and it's a 7% horse. And then the 6 horse. So if I look at these are cheap speed. So I would eliminate both those horses. Then I eliminate this 50 to 1 shot, 1% horse, 44 pace. So I'm eliminating that. And so then I eliminate this horse that has no speed, 1%. So I'm eliminating that, 27 to 1. And so now I'm looking at, these are the horses I'm looking at. But the only thing I've seen with the pace number is if a horse has a lot of class, it can be closer to the pace than what its number might suggest. So you might want to just give it a little bit more credit. But, you know, so the 2 horses, there's some, I mean, this horse has some class as well. So of the horses that are going to be on the lead, if I was going to take a front runner, it obviously would be the 2. Right. And then the 8 horse, Miami Rose. I mean, this horse has good form. I don't know why the system doesn't like it. I'm looking at it, and it certainly doesn't look like a horse that should be 2%. But sometimes that just happens. Especially it happens when a horse like the 4 horse and the 11 horse have so much class, 47%, 25%. And I'll say, and I'll say another thing too. There was a lot of cheap speed in this race, right? So it definitely could set it up for these closers that aren't going to be that far back. A horse like the 9, I'd probably leave out because it's only 6% and it's 33 on pace. So there are other horses that aren't as fast that are going to be closing better. So I would eliminate the 9. And now I'm down to these 5 horses. I'm down to these horses. So, and then I might take a look at the handy view and just look and see. And the 4 horse just looks really good, right? 11 looks pretty good as well. I'm not really a fan of the 8. So just remember, the pace numbers are fantastic, and they're going to show you the way the pace is going to play out. But you must look at the other tools, and it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment on your part to handicap with the pace number and incorporate it. But you will take a step backwards, but you will move way forward as well. So Finestra, the 5. Haven't we had 2 5 horses that have had the fastest or the top pace numbers go gate to wire? Not only is this horse 2 to 1 on the EquinEdge morning line, and it's 43%, 81 pace, the second top SOR, but it also has the top GSR. Interesting horse. So I would think Finestra is going to be very, very tough in this race. Dueled last time out, even into the stretch. I don't know that I see that happening here. Now, you got to be careful in some of these maiden races because if there's first-time starters in here, unless you're pretty sure based on the workouts the horses have no speed, they can be a little bit less accurate. They're not inaccurate on the horse itself, but they can be inaccurate on the first-time starters. So just remember that. But Finestra's been off since July. It was 44 to 1. Now in for $20,000 claiming race here at Del Mar. That was over in Florida. 8 to 5 right now. So yeah, Chrome's better. Chrome's better, Judy. Yeah, I like the 5. I think the 5 is a safe bet. There's something about this 8 horse that just looks like not that great. Remember how I'm always teaching you guys that when horses are losing ground, losing ground here, 3rd by 8, 3rd by 10, 4th and then 5th. They're either losing ground or they're losing position. Either way. That's 2 races in a row this horse did that. And I just so much is pointing towards this 5 horse. So much. You guys are killing me. It's I know, Chris, it's been too long. Yeah, they're solid. They're good. We're stoked about this release. Baby Graham. Sweet. I thought you were going to name it's a boy. Why, Scotty? What's wrong with Scotty? Congratulations, you guys. Sarah, they're populating. That's why. So they're working on that. The system is populating all these races and trying to catch up because we literally just put this on production, which is what you're seeing. So they're gonna populate. Thank you so much, Deb. I so wish we could watch the races, but we can't. So the races are going to continue to populate. So if you're not seeing races for tomorrow, though, you should clear your cache. Maybe go to Chrome. Chrome is a good way to go. Base numbers are here, Joe. Yep. Nice, Chris. You're such a great handicapper, man. What did that pay? It's so nice to be on prod. Gosh, let's see here. So Del Mar race number 5, the 2 horse got the win, and the pick 5 paid $732. It's not bad. Thank you, John. So the 1, 7, and 8. Look, these horses might be they look vulnerable to me. So instantly I'm looking. I would get rid of this horse, obviously, 1%. Honestly, like I take chances though. For me, it would be something like 5 over 3, 4, 6 exacta, and then I would do a 5 over 8 over 3, 4, 6 trifecta, something like that. Like you got to understand that there's a lot of horses dueling for the lead, and then you have the ones from behind that are just picking up the pieces. That's the way I play all my tournaments. Yeah, we're working on GSR Plus right now, Oldie. We know about it. We know about it. So anyways, that's a good way. So you can pick up some 9 to look at 6-1, 7-1, and 9-1. So if you get the exacta, that'll pay good because you beat the 8 out of second place. But then if the 8 does come in second, you got a 5-8 over 3, 6, 4. And that could pay $30 for $1. El Novato, ¿cómo estás? So this 6 horse just popped up at Delta Downs. Okay. Good. Yep. Oh, there's no such thing as a good betting strategy. It's your own strategy. There's nothing general that I could add, Trish. Unfortunately, it's not like that. You have to take each race for what it is. What's up, Jen? You have to take each race for what it is. You really do. And sometimes that will be a vertical, or it'll be a horizontal, meaning the reason it would be maybe a vertical is you might see a horse that's going to prod and get in because there's a lot of speed, and you're going to see horses that are going to come from behind. So there's more coming, by the way, on this, on the pace number. For those of you that know, we're working on a pace on a front runner algorithm right now. So imagine the one horse, as an example, needs the lead. So it's a front runner, a horse that cannot win unless it gets the lead. There'll be an asterisk right here next to the 7. So it'd be 67, and right up here to the right of the 7 will be an asterisk. And that'll tell you instantly, go, well, the 5 is way faster, so you would eliminate the 1. And that'll help you. You know what the entire goal is to handicapping? Is eliminate as many horses as you can eliminate from a race first without forcing it. Without forcing it. The minute you can feel it too. When you're forcing it, you can feel that. You get uncomfortable, like, But then sometimes it's the opposite effect. You're just afraid to eliminate horses altogether, and now you're just doing alls and things like that, and that's bad as well. But tossing horses is very, 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 very key. You're going to do a 5-8 exacta box, Tony? All right. Yeah, I think the 5 is going to go gate to wire, and I think the 3, 4, 6 is going to get second. And if the 8 does get second, I would do a cold exact. For me, I do a cold exacta 5-8. Maybe do it that way, and then you could do. No. I think the safest thing to do is 5 over 3, 4, 6 exacta. So pace is still populating. All right, John and Brad just got back to me and said that pace is still populating. So don't freak out if you don't see any pace numbers in certain races, because they're all getting there. Okay, but let's see if this 5 goes gate to wire. But we got to get to Breeders' Cup races after this Del Mar race. Big day tomorrow. Yeah, I can't wait. I saw a workout report on Echo Zulu today, and they said that she was making sounds in the workout report. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to mean, making sounds. They didn't elaborate. But, making sounds, and got a B- in the workout. Yeah, 100%. 100%. When you can beat favorites, that's where you're going to get paid. Not necessarily where you get long shots. It's very sad what happened to Miguel. He was trying to cross a highway. I don't know what he was doing, and he got past the first part, I think, of going east, but on the west side is where he got hit. I don't know. Kind of weird. Maybe it was the breathing. I don't know. That's not a good thing. Yeah, no, exactly, Daryl, right? And you don't want to overthink it too. I don't know. They're going into the gate. Will Fenestra go gate to wire? I'm gonna do an exacta 5 over 3, 4, 6. I'm gonna bet it as well. I'm going to assume that some of the horses are going to be up there trying to keep up with the 5 are going to stop. And I'm even going to go like this. I'm going to do a trifecta 5 over 3, 4, 6 over 3, 4, 6, 8. So I'm even going to try to beat the 8 per second. I could be completely wrong. And then I'll bet, just in case all that lose. Oh, 3 to 5. Do you see that? The 5 just got bet to 3 to 5. I can't bet it to win. Wow. What do you guys, how much you guys bet? It's crazy. Let's see what happens.
start for Humboldt, who's been left at the back of the pack as Finestra speeds off to a 2-length early lead. Gerlach's away running in second. Safe combination now moving up alongside. Now these three take close order. Break of another 4 back to El Durango. And then comes Mr. Veracity at the rail. Safe combination is next. Finding Silver and Humboldt at the back of the field. Up the back stretch they go through an opening quarter mile in 22.04 seconds. Finestra up top. The leader by 3/4 of a length. Gerlach's pressing the pace in second. Safe combination 3 wide in third. A length and a half off the lead. Now being ridden to go with 3 furlongs left. Mr. Veracity is fourth. 5.5 lengths to make up. Then comes El Durango, and the others are well behind at this stage. Round the far turn, Finestra and Gerlach's. The two of them locked in battle through a 44.61 half, and they're into the stretch. And Gerlach's on the outside takes over the lead.
We beat that 8-2.
Mr. Veracity is moving up alongside of him, and now takes second with a 16th to go.
Wow, that 5 just literally stopped.
Gerlach's coming home strong to win it by 3. Mr. Veracity was second. Finestra holds third, and Finding Silver fourth.
No, I have to get approval to be able to show tracks. So we didn't get any approvals because we're doing a Breeders' Cup show. Or at least we're supposed to be doing a Breeders' Cup show. And so, yeah. All right, well, we've got a break in between races. So the 5 had the lead, no doubt about it. What's interesting here, the 1 horse didn't run bad, and the 1 horse had the second top pace number, had a 12% number, Scotty Longshot, and the 1 horse ran really good. Broke from the rail last time out, broke 9th. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Finestra kind of right after it took off, then it kind of cut into the left. That was really weird. I don't know. That was weird there with that horse. I think the horse has issues. Just stopped. So, but it was right on the pace. We were right about the 8 horse, right? Something was not right with the 8, right? Didn't look that great on paper. Plus, remember, I've taught you guys this. You see this here? 3-1 on the odds makers morning line. The horse is 9-2. Overlays only win 20% of the time. Overlays meaning, because overlays are classified a lot of different ways. But the way many people classify them, like I do, it's based on the odds makers morning line, not on the EE morning line, but the odds makers morning line. 3-1, the horse is 9-2. That means, first of all, this horse is only 8% chance of winning as it is. And then you go add the fact that this is such a big overlay, the chances of winning are very slim. Okay? So, but Gerlach ended up winning the race. The 6 horse. We talked about that. They were going fast, and all of a sudden the 6 came on and finished. So there you go. You look at this horse on paper, you wouldn't bet this horse for nothing. But when you look at the style of the horse and maybe the way the race was going to play out, maybe you could get to these bottom horses here. And 5 ended up holding up for 3rd, and the 3 horse Finding Silver ran good. So the jockey trainer combination. Most frequent jockey trainer combo when you don't love a horse. You know, Chris, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure I understand the question. I'm careful though about anything to do with jockey trainer combinations. They don't sway me that much. Oh, number of times they've teamed up. Oh, I see what you're saying. It doesn't influence me, but it doesn't matter because if it helps you and you seem to have found something there, that's great. For me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're 14% at the end of the day, but I'm not really a stat guy. I really try to just focus on the metrics. I'll look at this as a guide, But I really do try to focus just on the metrics, right? And if you think the 5 is vulnerable, let's just say you didn't like the 5 and you go like this, maybe because it's the layoff. Like I'm thinking of my stepfather hates layoff horses. So look, if you eliminate that horse, now look what you're looking at. See? A wide open race. So, and that's the way that played out. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Okay, let's get to the Breeders' Cup. So we're going to do day 2, and it starts in race number 4, I believe. Yeah. So when you see a bunch of horses, the pace number's not here for this yet. Gosh darn it. Well, that stinks. I think I saw it for some of the other races. No. Oh, no, that's this. Oh, yeah, we're doing day 2. That's right. Well, that is a drag. You know what? I think I have it on staging. Let me see. Oh, it's populating. It's populating. All right. So we'll have to, I'll have to use this, and you guys can write it down or take a picture or whatever you guys want to do, because it's populating. It's not there just yet. Okay. So race number 4 is the $1 million Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. Okay. And the pace, so Gamin's the fastest horse in the race, and Edgeway's the next fastest. And Edgeway's, so this is what I figure here. This is the type of horse, Edgeway, that needs to be close to the pace. So for that reason, I don't love this horse, but I also don't know what Joel's going to do. Joel might take back and go, you know what, I'm not going to compete with Gamin. So he can do that. And I'm going to stay further back. And if he does stay further back, then what happens? That 3 gets second easily. So in my mind, a 5-3 exacta has to be a thought. Now look at Bella Sofia. Bella Sofia is always on or near the lead, but it doesn't look like Bella Sofia is as fast as Gamin. So now what happens? But this is a beautiful animal, no question. But does the style fit this horse? Does the style fit this horse? You can look at GSR. We'll look at it. Gamin's number 1. This horse, CC. I think CC makes a late run to be in the money, especially if Bella Sofia stops. One thing we know is Bella Sofia is not getting the lead. That's not happening. I just think it's 7 furlongs, 6 furlongs, whatever, that it's going to be really tough to beat this horse. A horse just popped up to win over at Del Mar's race number 7. So we'll go over there in a second. We'll talk about that. But jockey trainer combination with John Velasquez and Bob Baffert are 46% and 35 tries, and that's in the last 365 days. So I'm just thinking, because of the style of Bella Sofia, Luis Saez is very aggressive as well. Is he going to try to duel with Gamin? Can you see a situation? I mean, this horse is fast. Can you see a situation? See, the thing is, Edgeway can rate some. Whereas I just think this horse is this is a nice horse. Look what this horse has done. 5 wins, 1 first, and 1 second. What was the race that didn't run good? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like Edgeway, and I'll tell you why. So this horse was in a grade 2. Well, it was off slow and didn't run good. Yes, it won a grade 3. There's a big difference between a grade 3 and Gamine. There just is. Now, what's throwing me off a little bit is this. I don't think this is a grade 1 horse from what I can see. I really don't. I know this horse was off slow, but I don't know. I don't think so. So, yeah, there's a horse that just popped up in race number 7 at Del Mar. So we'll talk about that in a second. I don't like Edgeway. Bella Sophia's style is not going to be good here in this race. I wouldn't imagine. So, this 2 horse is going to be closer to the pace, because if you look at this race on August 28th in the Ballerina over at Saratoga going 7 furlongs, Estío Talentoso, the 2, and the 4 CC come out of that same race. And the 2 horse was dueling. But you know what? This horse can rate some. So if this horse decides to take back, this horse actually could get first run. So let's take a close look at this. This is the Scotty Longshot as well. So you know what's interesting? This horse, the 2, lost to the 4 by a length while dueling up front and hit the gate at the start and can rate. It's the Scotty Longshot. I'm gonna call a 5-2 exacta. And I will tell you this. You know what I would do? And by the way, Gamine's last year's winner of this race. Breeders' Cup Fillies and Mare Sprint right here. And rated. I think the 2. Here's the thing. The way I'd play it, I would do 5 with all with 2, right? Just in case. But I definitely think the 2 is your key. 2 scratched out of the race. Oh wow. Okay, well, God, I was just feeling really good about that race. Well, it's got to be the 4 then. It's got to be the 4. All right, 5-4. 54. 2's out. 2 is out. I was so focused on handicapping, I didn't see all you guys scratch on the 2. I wasn't even looking. I'm sorry. You guys, for a half hour, were telling me the 2 is out. Look at you. I didn't even see any of it. Real? Should start paying attention. I got to look over to my left a little. If you see me looking like this and not looking like this, that means I'm looking at the screen handicapping and I'm not looking at you guys, which is always better. Okay, Del Mar in 10 minutes. All right. Not one of you asked who the horse was. You know what? Maybe I'll make you wait longer. You guys be nice. All right, race number 7 at Del Mar. And there seems to be, so you got low win percentage horses that need the lead, and they're going to go the lead. All right, so we know that. That's happening. You think the 2 wires this race? You're obviously not looking at the pace numbers. The only thing I will say is that looks like this horse has some class, and it will be closer to the pace than the 33 pace numbers suggest, Elliot. Okay? Thank you, Gary. The 2 is the horse that popped up as the horse to bet in this race. And it may well win the race because it's going to get the trip. But who's going to get first run? From what we can see, the 6 horse is going to get first run, but does it need the lead? So let's look. 3 back, 6.5. So now it's on the turf, going long for the first time. Doug O'Neill's on fire. 18%. The GSR is 60. So the GSR went down, but the last couple of races, the horses faced a 78 and 76 SOR. Today's race is a 64 SOR. Yeah, I did see that, John. Thank you. The 2 horse. The 2 horse in here is the horse Crew Dragon. What's interesting about the 2 horse popping up is that it's a completely separate algorithm that found this 2 horse. So it's probably very live, Crew Dragon in here. The 6 horse, I don't see why the 6 horse can't run good. Showed some speed going longer last time out in the grade 3. Now cuts back. Has some turf breeding, but it is dropping in GSR, but it is getting a much easier field as well. I don't love the horse, but it certainly can win. This horse is stretching out as well. The GSR goes down a little bit. It's facing a little bit easier company. Certainly fit. So you can see the first 3 horses are the speed. Don't really love them. 6 is going to be near the pace. So really the true closer in the race that has class is going to be the 2 horse Crew Dragon. So I am liking the 2 Crew Dragon. So let's look at Lincoln Hawk. This horse can definitely finish into the money, but look how bad this horse breaks. I mean, almost last in all 5 starts. Terrible, but it is the Scotty long shot or the EE Picks long shot. So the 7 can win. It's stretching out. Joel Rosario, it's the Scotty's second pick. It had issues in that last race. It's only had 3 lifetime races. I think the 7's definitely live. 6 is going to get first run. It is, and it's certainly you can't ignore the horse. I don't see Lincoln Hawk winning, but I can see the 1 being in the money. And now you start getting into where the class is just going to be too much for a horse. It is 6-1, 7-1, the EquinEdge morning line. Really low pace numbers. Win percentages are kind of low. I think they can be in the money, but I'm not foreseeing wins at all. I really do think that the only horses that can win this race are the 2 and the 7. I do think that. But then after that, the 6, 9, 10, or 1, 6, 9, 10. I mean, the 1 just terrible breaker. Hey, Nathan. I know. I thought they were going to change it, but they haven't changed it. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that. 2 or 7 is going to win that race. So I'm going to do an exacta box. I'll bet that. So I would do an exacta box in there, 2, 7. And then a trifecta, 2, 7 with 2, 7, 1, 6, 9, 10. I so disagree with you on that, Colin. I mean, you're going to bet horses like that, and you're just going to keep on losing, right? 3 and 5 will duel and fade. Yeah, but they're not going to go that fast up front, but they will. They'll be on the lead. But neither one of them have are front runners, meaning they're the fastest horses in the race, but they don't need the lead. The only reason I would say this 5 horse at 51-1, it's going on turf. It's not as good on turf. That's what it is. Because this horse on the dirt the last couple of races at Emerald Downs is facing some tough groups. This 5, if this was on the dirt, this horse looks really good. No, he's 19%, no doubt about it, but he's more likely to be in the money than he is win. It'd be different if he had some sort of class advantage, but he doesn't. His breaks just keep costing him. And now he draws the rail. He draws the rail. But, I mean, he's likely to be in the money. You know what? But I will say this. You know what, Colin? You'll lose more with horses like this, but this horse can win, so I don't want to talk you off of it. He definitely can win. But I'm thinking the 2 or 7 are going to win because they're going to get first run. They're going to get first run. There's no question. Look at the group the 7 horse face last time out. Went off at 5-2. Was a 70, going 6.5 early, and bumped and checked. 7's probably the horse to beat. The 2 is going to be right there. If I had to bet on one horse to win, it'd be the 7. They haven't populated yet. They're going to be populating through the night. Okay, so hang tight. They have to populate through every horse, every race, every date. Okay, so don't worry, it'll be there. What's up, David? My man. I miss you, brother. I hope you're doing well. So, we started talking about one of the Breeders' Cup races. So we're going to go back. I'm having to use the test set right now because they haven't populated. But I'm predicting 5-4 here. Good luck to you as well, brother. So the $1 million Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, okay? And there is a ton of speed here. Golden Pal. But here's the thing. Golden Pal could clear. But what I do like about Lieutenant Dan is Lieutenant Dan doesn't have to have the lead. Lieutenant Dan can rate. It's a very nice horse. And then the critical way from the outside, this horse can rate as well and is very fast. The problem with a horse like this is all it's done is won a grade 3, the Parks Dash. And now it draws the 14 hole. And it's supposed to beat horses like Lieutenant Dan and Golden Pal. I really thought that Golden Pal was vulnerable in that last race over at Kentucky Downs, or Keeneland, I mean. And this horse was headed and still pulled away. Was so impressive. And now Irad gets off of the 5, Arrest Me Red. Now, I can't stress this enough. What's up, Razor? Good luck to you as well. I hope you guys are crushing. Guys got to check their side out. Don't get too caught up in the win percentages on the Breeders' Cup, because these are all really good horses. Try to look at the pace, even the strength of race and the GSR, and maybe some of the Scotty algorithm picks and long shot. Just watch them. Like here, you look at a horse like this, Kamari. The horse is 10-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, and use the EquinEdge morning line for sure. 10-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. The odds maker had this horse at 6-1. We have it at 10-1. That is not a negative. If anything, it's a positive. 10%, which is a good number compared to most. Okay. And an 80 SOR. So look at this strength of race. 76 on the strength of race, going 5 furlongs on turf, and has a really good GSR in 76. So 9, Kamari, just on that handicapping right there, deserves every bit a look. Every bit. Joe Rosario, Wesley Ward. That horse just won a grade 1, the Madison grade 1. Showed a lot of heart. This horse actually was 5-2 in this race, and lost by 2 and 3, 2 and 2.25 lengths, right? I don't look at. I mean, I'm looking at. I don't look at late pace. There's no such thing in my mind as that's an oxymoron. There's no late pace. So there's front pace, and then there's horses that are going to close. So when you look at that, if you think that Golden Pal can't hold, then you would start looking at some of these horses. You know, I wouldn't look at a horse like the 11, 3% and a 14, the 6 horse, 1% and a 4. I probably wouldn't look at those horses. Plus, they don't seem to have any kind of class advantage at all. These horses don't stop. Glass Slippers is really, really interesting. It's got a low number, win percentage, but it's 3-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. And look at this horse. It's but no pace at all. So this horse won this race last year, but that was at 5.5 furlongs, Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. That was at 5.5. This is at 5. Nice horse though. And when you have the top Scotty pick algorithm and you got 3-1 in the EquinEdge morning line, when the next closest, look at the next closest. It's 9-1 on Gear Jockey, the 10, 8-1 on Golden Pal. I mean, so that's pretty amazing. That's good information, actually. Thank you, Guillermo. So 1 has to be used. Golden Pal and that speed have to be used. Lieutenant Dan and his rateability have to be used. No question. I don't like Critical Way. I just don't feel like this horse is classy enough. It's tactical, and that's great, but these horses aren't going to stop. So that for me, my Critical Way is gone. Not using a horse that's 40-1 the EquinEdge morning line and 4%. Not going to use that. Caravel. I mean, no excuses in this grade 3 race over there. you know, I can't use this horse. This looks to me like a non-graded stakes horse. Really does. Maybe, you know, one a grade 3, which are sometimes similar. So these horses aren't coming back. If a horse is going to catch them from behind, it's probably going to be, what did I do here? Let's run this race number. Let's run the simulated race. Okay. All right, Colin, we'll see you later, brother. So let's see what the simulated race has in here. A lot of speed. I'll tell you what, the 8. It's got the 13 and the horses on the inside. 1, 3, 4, 8, 13. Let's look at that. 13 is a Scotty Longshot, but I think that horse is going to be scratched, isn't it? Well, this horse needs to, okay, well, here's what we do know. The 13 is a 79 on the pace, and we know that this horse cannot get the lead, and it doesn't pass horses. Unless, for whatever reason, you think this, and I don't know if this horse is scratched or not. But the style of this horse looks like a front runner, and the horse is not going to clear, so it doesn't really play out well for this horse. I don't know why this is. Oh, because it's on the test site. That's why. That's why it's running it. Okay. Delmar about to go off.
Petruccio goes in, and Man Friday will be the last one.
So we're anticipating seeing the 3 and 5 on the lead, but both these horses don't necessarily need the lead, but I think the 3 does more than the 5. So I'm guessing 3 is being sent.
They're off in the London Ride Stakes. And it's Team Merchant, Sonic Breeze, and Nerves of Steel up for the early lead with Coastal.
Now that's the jockey's decision right there, and that's just not a smart decision on Giovanni Franco, because there's not that much speed in here, and you might as well take it. But we'll see if that pays off for him or not. The 4 horse is the 3rd number. So the top 3 numbers are in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So the pace number is doing its job. And the 6 is the 4th one. So they're the top 4. But the pace numbers aren't that high for a non-graded stakes race.
Between those two, and Lincoln Hawk at the rear of the field is 7.
We're not working on the mock race right now, John. We're working on other things right now. So I'm not sure.
Sonic Breeze and Umberto Riscoli, 3/4 of a length ahead of Coastal Kid on the outside.
2's got horse, but he is mired on the rail. And the 3, believe it or not, is really loaded. So maybe the jockey made a really good decision. I don't know. 2 and 7 are going to have to get the trip, though. 7's right now getting a better trip. Here comes the 2 and 7, for that matter. But the 6 got the run. We talked about 6 getting first run. You guys remember that? Damn it. And look at that Nerves of Steel. Insane. Incredible. What's up, Aaron? In Amsterdam. That 3. Yeah. Look at that. So the jockey on the 3, Giovanni Franco, I was wrong. He decided to sit on the horse. And we talked about the 6 getting first run. The horse went off at 5-1. And it did get first run. So you have to watch for that. So you're looking at this cheap speed right here, 4%, 1%, 3%, and you see Team Merchant with a 53 sitting behind the pace, and that's exactly what happened. So just watch for that, right? And the 3-horse was really the surprise, 44-1, and it had the top pace number with the 5.
Does come up with his late kick. It's just not enough to be able to outrun those horses that were in the first flight. Team Merchants really enjoyed the perfect trip under Mario Gutierrez.
The 1 horse ended up getting 4th.
You do want to be in the first flight of horses.
Cool stuff.
To make up the ground.
How much fun is this going to be tomorrow using this number?
This colt had only had 1 try on the turf prior, and it was an absolute disaster after stumbling away from the gate.
O'Neill on fire as well.
The back class, though, so key, and he gets the job done here at 5. Let's take another ISO look.
I don't know. The 2 didn't run.
You know, again,
2 had a fine trip, just did not run.
The leader and takes over from Sonic Breeze, and Umberto Rispoli moves on about his business. The horse that really impresses me is the 3 Nerves of Steel, who was pressing the pace throughout, safe ground on the inside, didn't look comfortable, shuffled back, and then comes on again to finish second here. He's a distant second, but second.
So if you relook at this horse, right, it makes a lot of sense. First of all, Doug's hot. We talked about the SOR on this horse in the last 2 races, 78 and 76 respectively. And the horse was running good. Look at only a length and a half back against a 76 group. And then the only reason I got thrown off a little bit is because the GSR dropped from 73 to 60. That right there threw me off. But was also facing way easier going from 76 to 64. But we knew the horse was tactical based on the pace number. So now you just have to make the right decision. Ended up going off at, and it had a good win percentage as well at 18%. Oh, look at this. I missed this. The average SOR was 70. Even though it hadn't gone 8 furlongs on turf lifetime, the competition it's been facing has been much stronger than the rest of these have been facing. The 7 that faced the next at 68. I'm really intrigued at how the 3 ran. This trifecta with the 6 over the 3 over the 7. I'm going to say $700 for $1. $1,048. Wow, what a trifecta that is. My man, at the track, watching races. How much fun are you having, brother? You ready for tomorrow? Don't kick my ass tomorrow. Oh, you had that. Good for you. Nice job. That is a really nice trifecta. So, all right, let's get back to handicapping for the Breeders' Cup, okay? So, in here, again, we got to, there's no magic pill. It's just a matter of making the right bets and having an idea. Don't forget, going 5 furlongs on the turf, the 1 and 2 post win 40% of the time at Del Mar. Something to remember. The 1 horse is the top Scotty pick, or top EE pick now, and is 3-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. But this horse is going to be far back. Far back. And you have to remember as well that Lieutenant Dan doesn't need the lead. So they might not go that fast up front. I don't see why Irad Ortiz is going to sit there and go crazy when he doesn't have to. And by the way, Irad Ortiz, you can see the jockey changes. So right now, the 13, 16, and 17, Flavian Pratt gets off of them. So you know he likes the 7 better than them. Jose Ortiz gets off the 12 horse, Extravagant Kid. So if you look at this horse, doesn't really get your pulse going, does it? The pace number is not great. So draws a wide post. So you would think Jose Ortiz, who's hitting 28% jockey trainer combination with Graham Motion, he's not getting off the 12. John Velasquez was taken off the 3. Not sure why. And he's on the 5 for Wesley Ward. Maybe Irad was somewhere. I don't know. But both those horses are Wesley Ward's. Maybe Wesley's trying to keep everybody caught off guard. I don't know. I highly doubt that Arrest Me Red is better than Golden Pal. Kamari is really neat to me. Rosario gets off the 11 horse. And we talked about this horse. I think there's going to be a lot of people trying to beat Golden Pal tomorrow. This horse is just something very special. I was very impressed last time out at Keeneland. I really was. The second call, this horse was headed, and I thought, done. I was trying to beat it because there was another horse in the race that was very fast. And then this horse actually pulled away. That's impressive. But Lieutenant Dan is naturally fast. Why do we need to go any further than those 2 horses? The Glass Slippers is on the rail. Now, there's going to be 14 horses in this race. Normally, yes, the one post wins 40% of the time. But when there's 14 horses in the race, how is this horse going to get through all that? I don't know. The 2 is coming in as well, and a European horse. And I just think it's going to be really, really tough. I would probably lean towards the speed horses and the tactical horses. And so when you look at a tactical horse, Charmaine's Mia. Yeah. Charmaine's Mia, this horse's natural, normal running style is near the lead. Now, it came from behind a little bit here, but that was against the 66 group. This horse, the race does not play towards Charmaine's Mia. So I would get rid of that horse. Caravel, this is another one that's probably going to be near the lead. It did come from behind here. This is interesting to me, but this was a grade 3 race. But what happened here at Parks going 5 furlongs? Something happened. Maybe it just had a bad race. I don't know. Prior to that, the form was really good. You can't say that Caravel can't run good here. We'll just leave that horse for now. Arrest Me Red. I mean, the one thing you have to remember about a horse like this is it is lightly raced. And it won a grade 3 at 2-1 last time out. It's going to take, this horse is going to have to improve for sure to win this race. Oh, that's good information. That's a good point. Maybe he didn't like the good surface. Possibly he had a good surface here and he ran okay, but maybe that's a legitimate excuse. It's possible. 7 wins and 11 tries. Look at the horses this horse has been facing. Look at these SORs. Look at this 80s. Look at that. I mean, this. I guess if we look at the average SOR, the Kimori is going to come up the highest, and it has. Wesley Ward, Joe Rosario. Wesley Ward's got 3 of them in here, and I really do think the weakest of the bunch is the Arrest Me Red. Now, for sure, Golden Pal's been the most touted and is the fastest horse in the race. Motion said he hated it. Yeah. The GSR is good. The GSR is good on the 1. The 1's going to run good. I have no doubt this is a really nice horse and the horse is going to finish. I'm just thinking that maybe the horse is going to be, maybe the horse is not going to get the trip. That's my only thought. I mean, barely got up in the race last year, and that was at 5.5 furlongs. This is at 5. That's going to be really, really tough. Lowest pace number is the 1. A Case of You. Let's see here, Domar. So let's take a look. So got up and won. I wonder if this race will pop up. Let's see. Wow, we got it. All right. So last year's Breeders' Cup. You guys are going to be able to do this eventually. It'll be the pace number there, everything, so you can compare. So we can compare last year with this year, things like that. How cool is that going to be? But you can see that, get rid of these horses. Glass Slippers was 6% to win last time out. So Got Stormy, remember that race? Top GSR in the race was the 4. Let's see here. The 6 was lower at 69, so that didn't matter. SOR, the 5 horse, Wet Your Whistle. So look at this. So Wet Your Whistle going into the race. Look at this, Wet Your Whistle. Wet Your Whistle has not run since, but Wet Your Whistle was 26 to 1, and a horse that literally, look at this horse, had won a grade 3. That's it. That Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint ended up being a 70 on the SOR on a strength of race. These are way, way tougher. I think, here's what I think. I think Glass Slipper got up in a race. One, it was 5.5 furlongs in a race that really wasn't that strong. That's my guess. That's my guess. How good is this? This is going to be so good. So yeah, no, I'm actually not liking glass slippers as much anymore. I don't think I think if somebody's going to close, Golden Pal's 31% too. It's one of the higher win percentages of the day. Yeah, and 14 horses. I'm going to say that the 6 horse and the 1 really aren't that good, or not as good as this field. I don't think these are coming back to him. I really don't. Golden Pal's the real deal. I'm going to respect a lot of the European horses going 2 turns on the turf more than I'm going to respect them sprinting. Our sprinters are better. We are known for our speed. That's the EquinEdge morning line that's showing fair value. I don't know. Why is everybody trying to beat Golden Pal? Why? Why is this horse bad? All right, let's go on to race number 6. This is the Big Ass Fans Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, $1 million, grade 1. I agree, Chase. For sure going to get for sure the horse is getting the lead. For sure. All right. So Life is Good is fast. Ginobili is fast. And then 8 Rings needs to be near the pace. Hey, Robert. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to get rid of this 1% horse. Restrained Vengeance is 5%, no pace, average SOR is low. So I'm always looking to eliminate first, okay? So I can eliminate the 6 horse. Silver State is 3-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, 26%, and is the only true closer in the race. Really the only true closer that has a look. I mean, this horse, it's going to be very difficult for this horse to come here on American soil and with no pace, average SOR is low. I'm going to say no. And then you've got Life is Good and Ginobili going to be dueling. 8 Rings is going to be close to that pace. Jasper Prince can probably get a run. Snapper Sinclair. Will be a little bit closer to the pace. You know, they've been switching between dirt and turf. Really, I kind of like this silver slate. Or is that state? State. Yeah. Steve Asmussen, Ricardo Santana, and who's Scotty's second pick as well. I like the one. I like the one a lot. I was going to, Robert, and I changed my mind. So when you say, I just wanted, like, when you're telling me that a horse is fast, I just want you guys to know that I've been playing with these pace numbers for a month now, and the pace number is going to tell us who's fast. We've seen every single race, the pace number is almost every race, the pace number is correct. So you can say tactical, but as far as fast goes, the 2 fastest horses in the race are the 5 and the 3 by far. Not even close. Not even 8 Rings is close to these 2 horses. Well, because style of race means something, Dan, because Life is Good needs the lead, and Ginobili's best running is on or near the lead and is in really good form right now. So, hey, Mike, so you can see the 5 and the 3 dueling. Can't you see it? And who does that set it up for? Who's the best closer in the race that has a good pace number, that has the class? Look at the average SOR. It's the 1 by far. Look at the top GSR. It's the 1. Look at the average SOR for the surface and distance. Look at his record in 4 tries, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 3-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. Like, the 1 is very live in here. One is very live. So hopefully I can get you guys, well, you'll see on your own, but you haven't had it long enough, so I understand. But there's none of these horses are fast like they might have been fast when they're facing whoever they're facing, but when they get against some of the fastest horses that we have, they're not even close. That's how good Life is Good and Ginobili are, though. Fair enough. I get it. But look at the pace number. It's the 4th fastest horse in the race. Now, could the jockey get the lead? Do you really think this horse is going to go trying to duel with Life is Good and Ginobili? I don't think so. And can this horse come from behind? And the horse has been sprinting. Now it's going to go 8 furlongs. It's 30-1 on the morning line. It's actually 12-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. I don't see it. I really don't see it. And this horse actually got the lead at the first call in the Breeders' Cup Sprint and then just literally stopped. But you don't think Life is Good could get the lead in the Breeders' Cup Sprint? 6.5 furlongs, the horse got the lead easy. 7 furlongs in a grade 1 race, got the lead. Right? So I don't see it. I can tell you, you can try. There's no way I would use a horse like the 2 and the 4. No chance. For me, I would be using either the 3 and 5 and 1, or I might take a risk and single the 1, because I don't think Ginobili is letting Life is Good get away that easy. Look at the time. Look at in the grade 1 race going 7 furlongs. Look what happened when that horse was when Life is Good was dueling. That's the only time it lost, and barely. And Ginobili has got the inside of that horse. We'll see. I don't like 8 Rings to win. I really don't. If you're going to take a horse to come from behind, it's going to be the one horse, Silver Slate. It does. Ginobili likes Delmar. Oh, I like Ginobili, but is he going to? First of all, if Ginobili lets the 5 go, the 5's winning the race. We all know that. If Ginobili duels with the 5, is he supposed to just pull away from the 5? Then the one horse is the one that comes from behind, right? But I agree. Ginobili loves Delmar. And Life is Good won his only race at Delmar. So, again, I think the 1 can win this race and get the trip. I really do. The only real true closer. This horse is a closer, but maybe not. This horse closed as a sprinter, not going 8 furlongs. Silver State. Look at the record. Look at this horse. This horse is a beast. Earned $1.9 million. So I like the 1. All right. Let's Delmar race number 8. We'll go there for now. What's the pace? So this is a cheaper race, 16,000, non-winners 2 lifetime. And the fastest horse in the race is Brio, is awesome. It's the Scotty Longshot. And this horse, so this horse is fast. I don't like this horse. The reason I don't like this horse, well, 1, it's 1%. Huh. It's interesting. So this is the type of race where maybe you take I think the 8 horse big stretch is going to be awfully tough. It's a true closer in a race where there's some cheap speed. Royal Blend is likely to run a better race as well if he sits behind these horses. Ruthie's Racer has burned money. I don't like the 6 at all. 7. This horse is tactical for sure and doesn't have to utilize that speed. So I like the 7. So 7, 8, 11. I think 7, 8, 11 in here.
When Howie to Leonard Powell, is there a long shot look for the 12?
Well, 2 dirt starts are the best, right? A win and a third, but you throw the last one out because she's been away for quite some time. She deserves to be. Let's put it this way: her chances. She is a 16-1 shot. I'll leave it there. I think that's about her chance.
The field is at the starting gate for our final race.
So this horse is going to be closing. I would agree with you, Robert, actually, that
14 championship races over 2 days. Tomorrow's Future Stars Friday here at Del Mar.
Yeah.
10 race card, race
this 1 can run in here.
11:55 a.m. Pacific time.
I think there's cheap speed in here. I really do. I think the cheap speed's going to stop, and you're going to get horses come from behind.
And tomorrow, race number 6 will be the first of 5 consecutive Breeders' Cup races, starting with the wide-open Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. But before we get into our handicapping and making plans for tomorrow's Breeders' Cup card, Future Stars Friday, let's go out a winner.
Wow.
This card.
It's a tough race.
I'm going to go with the 6, Ruthie's Racer. I think that's too good of a price at 6 to 1.
That's exactly where I'm. Ruthie's Racer. I think she's got the right running style for this racetrack right now. Checking the odds as they're moving into line. The 8 Big Stretch is our 2 to 1 favorite. Second choice is the 7 Elgo Franco at 7 to 2. And third choice, albeit a slight one, is actually taking more money. Was sitting at 6 to 1 when they completed the warm up. Now 9 to 2. That is the 11 Royal Blend. Let's go up to Larry Colmus live, the 8th and final from Del Mar.
All right, we'll see what happens here in a very tough race, though. No kidding. Oh, come on, 2. Where's the 2?
Second last to load. Prudent to the outside stall.
Come on, give Dan the 2.
Prudent coming up. They're all in line. They're off. Good even beginning. Elgo Franco comes out running on the lead. Farther out is Royal Blend. These two are 1-2 early on. Brio is awesome. Came out running in third behind them. Then on the inside, it's Ruthie's Racer. Big Stretch alongside of Ruthie's Racer. Farthest on, Prudent is next, about 5 lengths off the lead. Then we come back to Secret Maneuver, Barbarious, Pro of Her Own, and Listen to Blue is the trailer. Up the backstretch, 22.99, that opening quarter mile for Elgo Franco, who leads at 3/4 of a length over Royal Blend. Lady Beyonce is third. Prudent out there 4 deep in fourth. Length and a half back to Big Stretch, and then comes Ruthie's Racer to the inside.
You're not catching the 7.
3 wide within 5.5 lengths off the lead. So they make their way around the far turn, and then comes Barbarious, followed by Listen to Blue, and then Brio is awesome, and Chrome of Her Own. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and Elgo Franco has put some daylight ahead of the competition here. Elgo Franco by 3. Royal Blend is second, then Big Stretch, followed by Prudent, and on the far outside, Secret Maneuver. They're coming down to the final 16th, and Elgo Franco goes
7, 8, 11.
Big Stretch was second, and then it was Royal Blend, and close behind them between Ruthie's Racer and Secret Maneuver.
Well, there's no doubt. It is no passing zone right now on the main track here at Del Mar. Elgo
Sorry, Dan.
taking this field gate to wire. This is not a horse that you would have said was exceptionally fast coming in, but Umberto recently, great credit to him, puts her on the lead, and it goes all the way around.
It certainly would. I mean, the last few races that we've seen on the main track here, it would suggest it's a no passing zone right now.
Right? So let's recap what we did. We took the cheap horse with the 1% horse on the 9, got rid of it. Okay. Got rid of this 1% horse. We got rid of the 1% horse that Dan needed. Got rid of this 2% horse in the 12. 3 horse was 4%. And a second time starter, but really dead on the board. 5 horse, no pace, 3%. And the style of the 1, here's what happened. The pace didn't really materialize, but we knew there wasn't that much pace. But being a 13, unless you have a higher win percentage, then you want to be careful. 4% and 13, these are horses that maybe you want to leave out. So, and then it left us with these horses. The 6 horse, we knew when we talked, the reason I didn't like the horse is because its style was to be near the pace. And it didn't have any kind of class advantage over these horses. In fact, against a 48 group here, it was 2 lengths back and then lost by 7. So it's losing ground. So that's why I didn't like it. So it left us with these 3 horses, right? So top 2 EquinEdge picks too. No, I don't know that they'll, you got to be careful with having any kind of preconceived ideas. You have to kind of wait to see what happens, Robert. That's what I would do. But what happened over at Delta Downs? So 47% Blazing Charm ended up winning that race. And here, the 6 horse. Now, what you can do in a race like this is you can look at these top 2 horses, right? And you can see they're both pretty fast. Now the 2's faster, but look at the 2. Really not a great breaker, right? And the 6 is a good breaker. So you could look at that and go, now I don't know if this horse can rate, and facing easier here, but that's one way of looking at it and go, okay, now that puts maybe the 2 on the lead by itself. All right, let's get back to handicapping. So I think that the 1 really, Ralph? Ralph, do you think that kind of mindset or attitude works with me? We're trying to make everybody happy, not just you. So if you're out, then get out. But please don't ever talk to me like that, ever. You won't get a good reaction from me, trust me. All right? Ever. I'm a very fair guy, but you will not talk to me like that. One more time and you will be out, because I will put you out. All right, let's go on to race number 7. You think it's easy to sit here and do this? I'm trying to watch, just so you guys understand. I'm trying to produce the show, which is a job by itself. I'm trying to watch the chat and make sure I'm seeing what everyone's putting in. And then some people want to go here, some people want to go here. We're trying to make everybody happy. And I do the best that I can. But I don't appreciate any bad attitudes like that at all, because that's just not cool. And not only that, it changes my energy. So I do the best that I can. Like sometimes when I'm doing like the live racing and stuff like that, sometimes I'm late to the videos, and I actually feel really bad about that, but I'm doing the best I can. All right. So there's just no need for that. No, he's usually really nice. He's really nice. I don't know. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I don't know. So I don't do this for viewers at all. Okay. We did this initially to promote EquinEdge and show people how to use EquinEdge. All right. That's why I do it. If it wasn't for horse racing, I wouldn't even have a Twitter. Nothing against you guys. The part about this I appreciate is you guys. All right. But I don't do this for any other reason. I don't need to do this. It's the interaction with you guys and the fun and the energy and the when you guys are like the booms and all that. That's what gets me. All right. I don't care about me, but to threaten and say I'll be out of here if you don't do it. Come on, like does that work at home for you? Did you talk to your wife like that? All right, I'll move on. I want to have fun, have all the fun, make fun of me. I can take it, definitely, but don't be rude. Hey, Julie. All right. You see, it's tough to get back going because we're human, right? So that like hits you a little bit, and you're like, and it changes your focus a little bit and all that, and so, so. No, the only thing we use, Peter, the only thing we use is Equibase for the raw data. That's it. So Timeform is a completely different company, and we don't use anybody's information. Just Timeform's, not Timeform, but Equibase's raw data. That's it. So so we're getting EquinEdge is getting a lot of love right now. This show was not about doing some of the current races. It wasn't. I mean, we kind of got into that because we got the pace numbers and everyone's pumped about that. And hey, what do you like in here? I'm down with that. I get it. I totally get it. Like, I'm with you guys, you know, and I try to like, okay, so-and-so wants to go here. So-and-so wants to look at this. Let's just do it. You know what I mean? And we can all learn something from all that. So, but yeah. But we don't get the raw data. We don't get, but we have the best pace number in horse racing now, for sure. There is not even. You'll see, Timeform has a really good pace number, but based on what they post and based on what ours is, it's not even close. It's not even close. So, anyway, sorry to get a little heated on that, but you know, when you do things for people and you try to like, and then you get people that are rude like that, I don't like it. I just, yeah, no, you're gonna bring the worst out of me. So let's see here. What are you saying, Jim? I know you throw out low percentage horses, but with low numbers and low pace, do you throw out as easy? I throw out low numbers and low pace. So if a low win percentage and it's a low pace, I'm probably almost always throwing that horse out. And then you throw a low GSR in there, Jim, and I'm really throwing that horse out. The very first thing, especially when I'm not, exactly, DeAndre, thank you for that. When I'm handicapping by myself, I'm literally all about just eliminating first. But I'm very careful. Like, I'm not eliminating this 1% horse here because it's 4-1 in the EquinEdge morning line, right? But it does have a low pace number, but everybody's got a low pace number except for the one horse going to Vegas. So this is the $2 million Maker's Mark Breeders' Cup turf for fillies and mares. Yeah, you know, no, I appreciate that, Aaron. But I'm not like that. I'm really about everybody else. I really am. Yeah, I like you guys. Hopefully, those of you who've been following me since we started this a few years ago know that I get off more when you guys are winning. I really do. That's more fun for me, and when you're learning. And I honestly know that we have the best tool in horse racing, and it's just beginning. And so I think long past me, especially some of the younger generation, well, especially the younger generation, I believe EquinEdge is going to be the new daily racing form in horse racing globally. I really believe that. Maybe I'm fooling myself, but the team believes that as well, that we're going to change horse racing and that it's going to draw a lot of new people to the game. You know, so, all right. This going to Vegas, I mean, we have to use this horse now, right? It's won 3 straight races. And look at this pace in comparison. I mean, it's so much faster than the rest of these horses. 12-1 on the odds makers morning line and 7-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. You know what I noticed with the EE morning lines? You see it's really almost giving no love to any of these horses. Well, yeah, so no pun intended, but love, the Irish spread, is 9-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. And this is 11 furlongs, so I think you should give some love to this horse. 8 looks like a beast. The Japanese horse? All right, let's look. Yeah, I think going to Vegas has to be there, right? Has to be. Let's see here. 7, Del Mar. Race number 7. So So going to Vegas, not going to Vegas, which is the horse? The 8, excuse me. Okay, Japanese bred. So it's a tough one. Look at this horse been facing some of the best horses. Excuse me. This horse been facing some of the best horses, but 6 wins in 14 races, 2 seconds and 3/3. So it's a tough one. It's 4-1 on the morning line, and it's 9-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. It'll probably go closer off to 9-1, but I mean, so this is, I think these are current odds, aren't they? They are. Look at that. So these are current odds for these races. Do we have them for tomorrow? No, not for tomorrow. But we have them for Saturday. Huh. I wonder why we don't have them for tomorrow. That's pretty cool, though. There you go. Oh, Tom, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'm human. I lose my temper cool sometimes with people like that. If he'd have said, "Come on, Scotty, the show is about Breeders' Cup. Come on, let's get back to the Breeders' Cup," I would have been like, "Okay, you're right. You're right." You know what I mean? Well, DeAndre, when I won the Pegasus tournament in January, I showed up no handicapping at all. And, a big part of the reason why I created this website was because when my kids were growing up and people, my family, I was so consumed with reading a racing form and I was diving in that I took a lot of time from them. And so it's a passion of mine to speed things up for people so they can have a life with their friends and their loved ones and their family. So that's very important to me. So do I think, but I will say this in Breeders' Cup races, these are a lot tougher, but I am never going to say that you should handicap for 2 days because, maybe, I guess if you're a single guy, but even then you could really get caught up in some bad habits, right? Where you're just literally consumed by horse racing. And I'm not a proponent of that. So, especially, being young, I think it's just really important. Like there's a few things that I'm very passionate about. One is retired horses, right? So this is something that EquinEdge is going to bring to the table eventually, where we can make sure that these retired horses are taken care of and they can have a life after horse racing, right? It's no different than if you look at, these athletes that retire. The other one is the PDJF, the Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund. When jockeys retire, they need some sort of insurance ahead of time, like we get. Like, is there no insurance company that can insure these jockeys? Why? I mean, if I get hurt, I've got insurance to cover me, but I'm not likely to get hurt sitting at my computer all day long. But you know what I mean? There's hopefully so, and I'm sure that's been looked at, but that has to be taken care of, right? Those two things. And then the other one is management of money, how we manage our money and our time in horse racing so that it can just be a normal life and be a great experience. Anyways, those are for what it's worth. Sorry to bore you guys on that, but that's very important to me. Let's see, are you going to have a special pick for all turf and the 2-day daily doubles available? We're not, Aurora. And I'll tell you why. To program that would take us like a month. And there's so many other things like this pace number and all that were more important. So that won't be on the ticket generator, but it's a good question. But not maybe next year, but we've just had way too much to try to get done and we don't have the resources to do that. So, hey, Jared. So I'm going back and forth right now I'm on the live site right now. I'm assuming if you guys are on the live site, you're seeing for Saturday's races, the live odds are up. For whatever reason, they're not up on for Friday's races. I don't know why. But you can see Gamine currently is 3-5. Who isn't, Aaron? Who isn't? So Glass Slippers is 6-1 right now. Golden Pal 7-2, equal to the morning line. Our morning line is 8-1 on Golden Pal. I don't know why, but it is 31% to win. So you can imagine how hard it is for the system to handicap these so talented horses, and it's just so competitive, you know. I don't know who Ralph is. But sorry to see him go. Okay, so let's get back. Covering these races is not easy. There's so many horses, you know, to cover. Love is 9-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. The 3-horse, Acanella. So this horse is, where is it? 4-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. Top EquinEdge pick. You can see what I can see. It won a grade 3, a group 3 barely, and then lost in a grade 1. I don't know. But if we don't use the 3 and it's the top EquinEdge pick and we lose, we're going to kick ourselves, right? And it's only 1% to win. So it's not lining up. But listen, I would imagine right now, because we've not focused on it, that probably we're not as accurate with the win percentage with these foreign horses. I would, you know, possibly. I don't know that for sure. Maybe this horse will run up the creek. But 2 of the algorithms think this horse has the look. But it's got a low GSR. Look at this Loves Only You, this Japanese horse. 4-1 right now on the current live odds. And this horse is a 92 on the GSR with My Sister Nat, the French bred, who's been here a while. The first Breeders' Cup race on Saturday or Friday, David? On Friday, it's race number 6. And then it's race number 4 on Sunday. Or Saturday, excuse me. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of coverage everywhere. TVG is doing a really good job on their coverage as well. I don't know where this betting's coming from, but they're betting. This looks like legitimate betting. So tomorrow at 2:50. Thank you, Daryl. So this does look like a wide open race. What's up, Manuel? How are you doing? Of course, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Everybody on the EquinEdge team appreciates it. Okay, I got to get focused on this. All right. TVG has been great with that. They have. It's been great coverage. Warlike Goddess, the 7-horse, has won 4 straight races in a row. I really want to use the pace number. The pace number has become really critical for me. So if we just look at this, going to Vegas is going to control everything. Now look at its class. Is it good enough? You can see that in a 60 group, it won by 3.5 lengths easily at 50 cents on the dollar. Then it wins by 2.25 lengths against a 70 group grade 2. And then in the 74 group grade 1, it barely hung on, but it went gate to wire. No doubt about it. But now you're facing the best of the best. And you've got foreign horses and stuff like that. Do I think the one's going to be on the lead? I know the one's going to be on the lead. And it has such a pace advantage that it can definitely go gate to wire. But there's some classier horses that might make up this. Loves Only You is the Japanese horse that looks to have some tactical speed. Look at the SOR. The one horse been facing 68 on average. Look at this. Look at the SOR on the 8, the Japanese horse. 88. 92 on the GSR. Maybe this Japanese horse can be a competitor here. Love, same thing. 78S on the SOR, but no speed at all. None. But it might not matter. That SOR is massive on the 8. Loves Only You. I mean, look at these SORs right here. 88, 92, 84, 88, and 86. Incredible. The only thing I will say, but this was a 92 group. When this horse went 2,500 meters, anybody know how many meters, how many furlongs is 2,500 meters? Anybody know? Somebody type it in their phone. $12.43 furlongs. Okay. Because this horse did not run very good. $2,200 meters in a grade 2. Horse won easier. Mile and 9/16. All right, so 2,200 meters is 11 furlongs. So this horse has no problem getting 11 furlongs. There you go. How is it? Right? But, and it was right there twice. It was third by a half a length in a grade 1. So this is a competitor here. This is a competitor. It's a step up for the 1. I would agree. I would agree. Watch this dog tag win this race. This horse, I have bet on this horse the last 5 races. Look at this. Second, and third. I cannot bet this horse again. He's Scotty's second pick. It just, I mean, and Flavian gets off, right? No, Flavian stays on. This horse, you're going to get a price. Look at this horse. The odds maker's odds are 30-1. The horse is 30-1, but in the EquinEdge morning line, this horse is 8-1. This is a very, very competitive race. 6 times the charm. I love when you win, Deb. We miss you winning. Please come back. You bring more energy to EquinEdge when you're winning than anybody has ever. We love you winning. Love you in general. You're just one of the good people that I know. All right, I'm going to go on to race number 8, okay? So I've been able to eliminate the 4, 6, and 10 for now. All right, race number 8. Pace number. I'm going to refresh this. Refresh and see if these pace numbers have come up yet. No, not yet. All right, so Jackie's Warrior is very fast. They're going 6 furlongs. This is the $2 million Breeders' Cup Sprint. And Jackie's Warrior is 2 for 2 at the surface and distance. GSR of 79. None of these horses have bad GSRs. There shouldn't be any influence here. Dr. Scheibel, though. This horse is 4 for 4 at the surface and distance. And this horse is 4-1, 6-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. I want to just tell you, this horse is an absolute beast. They've loved this horse since before this horse ever ran. I bet on this horse only one time, and then I got off of the horse. I don't know why I did. I think I did because on this race here at Santa Anita, the horse barely won. And then it barely won here. I just got in, but then what it did here was just ridiculous. I mean, it just, and the right rein broke. You realize that? There's Bill. There's Bill. Bill's the one that told me about Dr. Scheibel. He did. I bet on it one time, and then I got off it last time out, and I just wanted to kick myself for that. But we know that they love this horse tomorrow, or Saturday, excuse me. They love this horse. So I'm going to get rid of this horse, 1%. Matera Sky, I just don't see, was in the Breeders' Cup Sprint last year, 2 years ago. That was in 2000. That's mind-boggling to me. This horse is supposed to come over after a 2. Is this correct? Wait, hold on here. That's Pride. Matera Sky, Matera 8. Okay, Breeders' Cup Sprint. And this doesn't have it. Interesting. So staging, which is what I'm on right now, didn't have import horses past performances. So that's interesting to me. So I need to look and see. Okay. No, there's still some bugs in there. Okay, sorry about that. So Matera Sky was in this race, it looks like, in 2019. Right here. There it was. And then off a layoff and then ran. I just can't see it. That horse can have to be so much the best. No. So, okay. Again, I work on eliminations first. That's what I work on. The 7 horse Lexitonian. 50-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, 20-1 the odds maker, 3%, 59 on the pace. You have to look and see, does this horse have the ability? Look, this horse came and was close to the pace in a 74 group. Very nice horse. But at 6 furlongs against a group like this horse is going to be nowhere near the pace. And these horses don't stop. Yeah, I don't see Lexitonian. God, these are good horses. CZ Rocket has just burned too much money. I mean, this horse runs good. Got second last year in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. I wouldn't be surprised if this horse finished in the money. I mean, what an amazing claim this was by Peter Miller. Earned $1.5 million. Much respect. 7-year-old gelding could be in the money, but you're talking about some younger horses in Jackie's Warrior. who's 3 years old. Now, this horse has been facing 3-year-olds. These are 3 and up. So Jackie's Warrior is facing older horses here. And this horse has been getting the lead and looks like it's going to get it again. Dr. Scheibel is going to be a bit far back. Dr. Scheibel is going to be further back than what he normally is. I will say that. And Dr. Scheibel has been facing older horses, though, where Jackie's Warrior hasn't. This one horse, the Scotty Longshot, is very fast as well and been facing some nice horses and is on the rail. There's no way this horse is not going on the rail. Absolutely no way. This horse has to go on the rail. So this horse will be pressing Jackie's Warrior, and following C is also a 3-year-old. So there's some 3-year-olds in here. This is the lowest morning line that I've seen. 1-2 on Jackie's Warrior. Look at this, though. The average SOR has been a 76. The horse is 2 for 2. But the horse has been doing it easy. Well, not here. It didn't. But that was 7 furlongs. I'll tell you what, this horse is just an absolute beast at 6 furlongs, isn't it? 6.5. And this horse is dueled and still gone on to win. So, but following C is going to be really pressing, but I don't like following C to win. I don't. This horse is going to press. Jackie's Warrior is not going to stop. And so that's going to hurt the one horse, I would imagine anyways. Frenzy Fire is 6-year-old who's okay. Again, I think this is, I think that the system has it right. I think this is between Jackie's Warrior and Dr. Scheibel. And I think Dr. Scheibel deserves a look because following C, the one horse could press on Jackie's Warrior. That could happen for sure. Right? This horse seems too cheap. I don't see it. It's got low win percentage. CZ Rocket has a low win percentage. The one could be stopping, and then so who's going to be coming up? Special Reserve, the 8 horse. This horse needs to be near the lead, it looks like, for its best. It's always near the lead. And so it's going to be close to a fast pace, and it's not as fast as the 1 and the 2 by far. So that makes it. Irad Ortiz is a fantastic jockey, though. This horse can rate. Maybe from this post, maybe Irad doesn't send the horse. Maybe that he sits back and says, I'm going to make a run. I wouldn't be surprised. He's that smart. But look at the average SOR. It's been 68. It's way lower than all the other horses in here other than the 5, and I don't even like the 5. Yeah. No, you're right, Oldie. That's a really good point. Frenzy Fire will be second. Here's the thing. Frenzy Fire has been near the pace in most of these races. Going 6 furlongs. Look how close to the pace this horse was here. Okay. You know what? Let's see. Let's see if we can look and see this in the Vosburg. Close to the pace. All right. Maybe the pace wasn't really that fast in this race. I hope this race pops up here because I am on the test site. It did. First of all, it faced 3 other horses. Okay. And see, when the pace is there, then we're going to know how fast that pace was. But following C, see, this is where that pace number right here, and we're working on that right now. When you go back in races, you will just see. I'm going to guesstimate that the pace was not even near as fast. So this horse was able to stay up close in a race where he's not going to be able to here. I'm going to disagree with you, Oldie. I'm going to tell you that this horse is not going to be second. I think Special Reserve, Dr. Scheibel, CZ Rocket is a true closer. So CZ Rocket can definitely close. Race number 8. Yeah, we can look at that. So the 3-horse, CZ Rocket, the simulated race is showing finishing best. I mean, but again, that's just one tool. Be careful about that. All right, you too, Daryl. Thanks for joining. This horse, this is a true closer in the race for sure. I just don't think CZ Rock is better than Dr. Scheibel. Dr. Scheibel is going to find a way. Jackie's Warrior on the front end or Dr. Scheibel finishing. That's the way I see it. Special Reserve is interesting. It needs to be near the pace, but irregularities might be able to preserve this horse a little bit, to relate a little bit, but it might literally just be so close to the pace and it's not as fast. So I think it's going to be 2 and 9, 9 and 2. I'm hoping following C softens up Jackie's Warrior and Dr. Scheibel is going to get up and win. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to say 9-2. I'm going to say 9-2-3. I think CZ Rocket could get in the money and be third. Or if you're playing a superfecta, right? That could happen. So all right, race number 9. Let's sort this pace. Hello to you. All right. So this race I'm just looking at for the first time. So bear with me a little bit. So this is the $2 million FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile, brought to you by the PDJF. Grade 1 for 3 and up. Purse of $2 million. The top GSR is Vendigard, the Japanese bred horse, but it's only 1%. And it's got a 35 pace. So look, you see all these here. You got In Love, the Brazilian bred, 4%, 4, 4, 4, 1%, 1%. So watch, I just eliminate those. Win or lose. They can beat me. Steve, you like the 3? Space Blues. Well, Blowout is going to be on the lead. It doesn't mean it's going to win, but it's going to be on the lead most likely because it's got a really big pace number and it's got a really good GSR as well. I'm going to get rid of this 5. I'm not seeing it. So that would really make this horse. I guess the 5 could go to the lead. No, the 5 has no speed. Oh, it has a high GSR. All right. Well, you need more than that. So I'm going to get rid of the 5. You like Ivar? The Brazilian bred? All right, let's see here. Let's look at Ivar. So well, I will say this. You don't usually run very good at Keeneland when you had a layoff that long, and this horse ran good and the stretch was right there. I will say that. The negative side was that was an easier group, and the horse should win that race. But this horse in the Breeders' Cup Mile last year was fourth. So the road to get to this Breeders' Cup Mile was different than what it was the year before because of the layoff. It's not likely that this horse is going to win, to be honest with you, but it's not impossible that this horse can win. And the post is no bueno as well, especially for a horse that doesn't have any speed. So the horse is going to have to get the trip against 13 other horses, right? So that's not necessarily going to be easy. I mean, Mo Forza just is a force. Earned over $1 million for Peter Miller, Flavian Pratt, and this horse has won 4 straight races. Barely got up last time out, no doubt about it. But he's something else. You don't like Joe Talamo? Oh, he could have won that race, huh? Okay, so there was trouble. I'm sorry if I've missed some of your comments, but I'm really trying to focus on this race. Casa Creed. Let's see the pace again. So Space Blues is the, let's look at the Space Blues. It's the top Scotty pick. And Appleby, William Buick. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Mother Earth. So this horse has been, this is impressive. Look at this. Is the last 8 races have been in all Group 1 races and been literally right there every single time. Aiden O'Brien, Ryan Moore. Yeah. 6-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. Mother Earth. Definitely. This is a wide open race. I don't think I like Casa Creed very much. And I'm looking to eliminate right now is what I'm trying to do. You're looking at a 21 pace number and only 3%. It's just not, it's not likely. And 40-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, not a Scotty long shot or an EquinEdge long shot, right? So I'd get rid of that. Hit the road, 4% and 13. It's just not likely. I've always been a fan of this horse, but I don't see a win coming here. So I think we know that the 10-horse blowout needs the lead, right? And it looks like the horse is going to get it. 5, 7, 12, 13, 15, 16. All right. So it clearly blowout's getting the lead and needs the lead to win. The SOR, the facing has been very tough, facing tough horses, has by far the fastest pace number, right? Why can't this horse run good? It did, Charles. I saw that too. That horse did have a bad trip, no question. Mother Earth looks like the real deal too. I will say that. The system, for whatever reason, doesn't like this horse. The Dan Blacker horse. So got Stormy going 8 furlongs. This horse, look at this horse, 19 tries at 8 furlongs and has averaged 100,000 per start. Ran well at Del Mar the only time it won, made 180 grand. I mean, this horse is 6-year-old mare, won that race, then goes in a grade 3 race at Kentucky Downs and didn't run. 6 furlongs, didn't run. Here, didn't run. What happened here? Right? I get it, Deb. I totally get it. I know. Believe me, you don't think I'd rather be covering live races right now? Can we take a break real quick and just go to Remington Park, race number 1, please? Just this. Nobody get mad. I just need a break from these cards are brutal. So take charge, Patty. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 races where this horse has burned money. Nice, Jared. So is there a pick 5 in here? All right. I'll bite. $15-1 on the odds makers morning line. Remington Park, you can make money because the odds maker, no, not so bueno. 15-1. We have it at 9-2. The horse is 6-1. And look, it looks like the speed of the race. Now, I don't know if this horse is going to go or not. It's only raced 1 time. But we know that the 3 is fast as well. Then you have a horse that's 1% that has some speed, but not going to last long, 39-1. Let's take that out. This one, Coverture, steadied off heels here. Here didn't run very well, going 7 furlongs against a 34 group, but has some speed. Is dead on the board, 5-2. Remember, overlay, 5-1 right now. It is Scotty's second pick. EquinEdge morning line 6-1 on that horse. How accurate is our morning line? I'm gonna say no on the 1. This 6 horses burn money, so don't you just see one horse at least? Put the 6 in the 2nd and 3rd spot, right? In a bet, whatever bet you make. This horse really isn't a closer; just really is nothing. Get rid of that horse, and then now you're starting to get where maybe you have the 5 and the 9 that can close. Star in the Sky. See, this horse can close. Now, it is 7 furlongs, but the GSR is going up, and the horse is getting bet. This is a closer. And it's getting hit late. It's the only true closer in the race. The 5 is a true closer as well. No, I'm sorry. No, it's not. The 9 is the only true closer in the race. So, you know, you could do something like, oh, the 8, I mean, 8 or 3 could win. God, 6 horses burn money. Now I got to watch this race. See what you guys just suck me in. That horse is definitely not a single. No, I think the 9 can win. 9 can win. Man, this is a tough pick 4. I can't do it that quickly. There's no way to get it in. I wish I could. I don't want to give you one out that's not going to be right. But I definitely want to watch this race with you guys. I just don't think the 6 wins. I think the 6 is like going to get second. I wouldn't be surprised if the 8 goes gate to wire. And the 9 is your most likely winner, I think, at 5-2. I don't know what the 3 is going to do. 3's got speed, though. If these 2 duel, the 8's going to the lead. But the 3's fast, too. It completely sets it up for the 9. The only closer. So let's see the 3 and 8 duel. And then there goes the 9. Right?
Outside the 9 star in the sky. All in.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
And a couple others follow suit, so we'll have a delay here. Already some.
Wow, 4 horses broke through the gate, including the 9. Wow, they can't stop these horses. Wow. Look at that. That's a cluster. Go down in SOR and up in GSR. Exactly, Dan. I was just talking about that on my coaching class this morning. Exactly right. They're going to keep the 5 and 6 in here. I'm going to almost bet you. And they just ran a quarter of a race. And I already didn't like the 6. You can't cancel your bet? Did that really? I've never seen that. No kidding. Oh, that's insane. What's up, Erica?
While there is no sign being posted, the stewards are taking a serious look at this race and look at the starting gate situation.
Wow. It says you can't cancel your bet. That's crazy.
Also popped out, but did not take off in a full-out race mode.
Oh my God, it does.
Here's a look at what happened.
Look at that. So the 6 got to its knees on top of that. Then the 7 took off. Then the 5. And then the 9 got held, which is great, by the assistant starter. It still affects the 9, but not as much as it does. The 6 horse really took the worst of that. You know, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Anybody else ever seen that before? It does. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen at Remington.
Going on right now as we speak, so please be patient as the Oklahoma Horse Race Commission stewards talk to the particulars and figure out what happened here.
El Novato says he wants the 6 and 5 at Remington. After that, I will book your bet. I will book it. What do you want to play? How much is the exact are you playing? I will book it up to $100. And whatever it pays, I'll give you double. Everyone wants to take your bets. You guys are ruthless. I just wanted to watch a live race. Handicapping some of like all the Breeders' Cup races, and they're difficult. That's tough. All right, while they're sorting all this out over at Remington Park, these horses tried to cheat. What's up, Rodney? My man.
Not doing that. So Stewart's inquiry taking place as they talk to everyone involved here.
You like the pace update, Rodney? Ah, I knew you would. Awesome. Good. And the screen is so much easier to read, isn't it? So, guys, I'm having a hard time in this race. Smooth Light Straight. Look at this. So this is crazy, right? Blowout is faster than Smooth Light Straight, and Smooth Light Straight can rate a little bit, but not much. So Smooth Light Straight is going. I just noticed that Smooth Light Straight was in here. And look at Blowout. That's how fast and good Blowout is. So now we know that there's going to be a fast pace. We know this. So let's look at Master of Seas. All right. Del Mar race number. What race is that? 9? Okay. So Master of Seas is the 1. I got rid of the 1. Why did I get rid of the 1 again? I didn't like this horse for some reason, but I don't remember why now. Raging Bull, we'll look at that. Why didn't I like Masters of Sea? Anybody remember why I eliminated this horse? It's facing 82 SORs. It's got a good GSR. It's only 2% to win. Nothing wrong with this horse. I might have prematurely. I've never seen an inquiry before the start of a race, Bill. Ever, ever, ever. And I've never seen 4 horses break through a gate. Oh, okay. Well, that's something, Mike. These foreign horses are really hard to rate. They really are. And I'm thinking by next year that we'll have more accuracy on these foreign horses for sure, because we're working with the data providers for the foreign races. So we'll get better at this. Plus, you'll have the pace number, you'll have the link feature, you'll have a lot.
Your attention, please.
Scratching somebody.
The Oklahoma Horse Race Commission stewards with particulars at the starting gate, jockeys and others. Race 1 will be declared a non-race.
Wow.
Is a non-race and will not go on. Race 1 non-race. All wagers refundable.
All wagers refunded. No contest. Race number 1. That's insane. That's a first for me. I wonder why they made that decision. They didn't need to make that decision. That's incredible. All that handicapping for no reason. That's frustrating. How much fun is tomorrow and Saturday going to be? You guys excited? Space Blues is most likely winner all weekend. Okay, thank you for that, Mike. You've been very generous with that info. All right, so Brad just texted me and said that we are up on the GSR Plus. Uh-oh, what was that? All right, don't scare me like that. Yes, we are. All right. Well, GSR Plus is back. Thank you to Brad. Yeah, we'll do a pick 4. We'll get back to the Breeders' Cup races. Yeah, me too. I'm ready. I'm so ready to go. I cannot wait for tomorrow morning. This is just gravy. Us just sitting there chatting about horse racing right now is great. No need to be serious about anything. Just taking it easy. But yeah, the GSR Plus is back. So let's go to Del Mar. We got race number 9. Still no pace numbers. Yeah. All right. Space Blues. So the 3-horse trainer said most likely winner. And he's one of the top trainers in the world. And it's the top Scotty algorithms pick. So that's good information. Hey, Greg. Yeah, we did, Greg. So we've been kind of going slow today. What's up, brother? What's up? So yeah, you can go back and watch as well. Absolutely. We still have to finish this 9th race, and we've got the 10th, 11th, and then we've got the Breeders' Cup Championship race. So 3 more to cover, and then we'll do an overview from race 4 through 12. So, and this is kind of, when you're having hard races like this is the way I like to handicap. I'll take it a little bit at a time. When you try to cram into it, believe it or not, have you ever, like, all these horses look the same, and then you get up and you stand up and you walk, like literally just get up, walk away for about 5-10 minutes, and then come back and you're like, oh man, all of a sudden you see things. It works, believe me. Whenever you feel like your eyes are bugging out and everybody looks the same, just get up, walk away, have a glass of water, take some deep breaths, right? Hey, Joe. So the top GSRs blowout. Okay, so we were talking about this. Smooth like straight needs to be near the pace. Blowouts faster. Can you look at this horse? Can you believe there's a horse that's faster than smooth like straight? Well, there it is, blowout. So maybe take the true closer. Who's the true closer? Space Blues. Space Blues. Raging Bull. Somebody mentioned Raging Bull. There's just something about this horse I don't like. I don't know. It's like big favorites and lost 3 times. We got one here in the grade 1. It got a crazy pace duel in the Maker's Mark Mile. I don't know. I personally don't like the 4. I know one of you said the 4 I personally don't like. Signing off is Ralph. Brian, you're funny. Same to you, Linda. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I really do. I hope you guys kill it and enjoy. And hopefully the things that not only do we have fun along the way, just chatting with each other, but hopefully some of the information we're talking about, all of us, not just me, but all of it will come out. Brady has always loved this horse. Always. He's lost more money on this horse. I remember this. He's going to keep going with this horse every time this horse runs. He is. If this horse wins, then Brady's going to win the BCBC. I don't know. I don't think I could bet this horse. I don't think I could. I don't know. I'll tell you, who the horse, honestly, that I probably will take very seriously, and that'll be the 6 horse, Mo Forza. Aside from the European horses, I do think that this Mother Earth, who's the Scotty 2nd pick, and Space Blues, I do think those are the horses to beat. They're getting good EquinEdge morning lines. Mother Earth, this horse, look at the way this horse closed. Let's look a little bit more in depth at Mother Earth. This horse is really intriguing me. Look at all these grade ones. I mean, $1.2 million, been in the money in 14 of the 16 races. Last time out, in rear, ran on, maybe the pace wasn't there. I don't know. Something, look at, somebody knew something in this last race because this horse went off at 33-1. 33, for a horse like this, that's the favorite almost every time it runs, it went off at 33-1. What is that? What is that? And you know another thing, one thing I don't like, though, I will tell you this. This is interesting. This horse literally ran on 9-11, 9-2, 9-16, and now is coming back a couple of weeks later. Like, if you've got a good horse here, why are you running this horse so much? Why are you not prepping this horse to run in a big race like this? The more I look at that, the more I don't like the 9. The more I don't like the 9. No, right, too many times. You're running that horse like it's a claimer. I'm personally passing on the 9. Doesn't even matter to me. This horse can close, and there's going to be some speed. There is. From that perspective, if you look at this past performance in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, from that perspective, you have to like Mother Earth. Let's take a closer look at this horse. Lost to Aunt Pearl. And Aunt Pearl was the big favorite. Do you guys remember that? Aunt Pearl. But Aunt Pearl went gate to wire on that Keeneland surface. The thing that you have to remember about these types of horses, I mean, these horses take turns beating each other. Who's going to get the trip, all that, right? Oh, they are for Friday now? Live odds are up? Really? Really? Maybe I'll refresh and see if they come up. Huh. You like Jackie's Warrior, Catherine? Yeah, I mean, Jackie's Warrior is fantastic, but could get some pressure from the rail horse. And these are such nice horses. But you have a horse like this, right? So you have Thunder Love. This horse is a 3%. It's got a 46 pace. And the GSR is low. And the horse has never won at the surface and distance. I don't like that. The other thing is you got the 5-horse time limit. Look at this. This horse is supposed to win, having never ran 5 furlongs on the turf. It's got a low GSR. It's 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. I respect that. It's the EE's second pick. Yeah, that's possible, Greg. We might have some late pace figures. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I want to take it a little bit slow, but you can utilize the late. You want to see late pace figures? You look at a horse like Superstition, who's 20%, okay, and has a 57 pace. So, and you look at this horse and you see that this is the type of horse that can come from behind or beyond the lead. You want to see a true closer. It's not the 4. Don't like the 4 at all. 25 to the EquinEdge morning line, 5%, 56 on the pace, 2 for 2 at the surface and distance, but against 57 group. So I don't like the 4. And the 4's best races have come near the lead, and this horse is going to be nowhere near the lead. So I don't like the 4. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to Brad right now. Okay, so these races are a lot tougher to handicap, obviously, because these horses are so good and there's so many of them. So it takes a little bit more. But you can see here, we can slowly start eliminating horses. GSR. So if you're looking at a horse to close, like in this race, this horse here, so this horse here is somewhat tactical and is going to be nowhere near the lead. Nowhere. So unless this horse can come from way back, and I don't know that it can, it's not likely. So you have to know a horse's style. Like here's another one that's usually near the pace. And there's just too many fast horses in here. See, this is a horse that can be far back and make a run, though. So I like Superstition a lot. I think Flavian Pratt is going to give this horse a perfect ride, and I think the 8's the horse to beat. I really do. I really do. Angel Sense. There's going to be so much speed in this race. So much. This is the fastest horse in the race. Hear My Prayer from the rail is going to go flying to the lead, but this horse can rate some. That makes this horse extremely dangerous. All right. So anyways, that's just an example of how to look at some of these horses coming from behind. Okay. So for now, I don't see us being able to really eliminate anybody. I know one of you like this horse. I don't like the post. But I will say this. The horse has an 11%. EquinEdge morning line at 12-1, which in these tough fields is not bad. You need to remember that too right now. Don't get caught up or off a horse because of a morning line at 12-1, because these races are so competitive. The fact that the 3 horse is 7-2, it's really amazing. I mean, and then if you think Mother Earth is vulnerable like I do, Space Blues becomes somebody very serious. You're gonna single the 1? You think the 1 is the speed, Raz? You think this one, Master of Seas, is the pace of this race? You think that horse is faster than the 2 and the 10? I just want to understand what you're saying. All right, so race 4. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Yes. I gotcha. All right, let's go on to race number 10. Okay. So Private Mission can rate some, so doesn't necessarily need the lead. So might let Latruska go. But based on the pace number, Private Mission is a bit faster. So what do you think Flavian's going to do? If I know Flavian Pratt, he is going to send this horse from that rail. That's what I think is going to happen. I really do. Flavian he is so good. He knows who his competition is. He does. And I'm not going to be surprised if he sends. But right now, I've limited the race to 2, 3, 5, 8, 11. I'm trying to beat both the 1 and the 6. I am. So who's it going to be with? Who are true closers? Royal Flag, this is a true closer. Has some class as well. And there's going to be some speed. Joe Rosario is going to finish on this horse. 8-1 on the morning line. And the EquinEdge morning line's 8-1 as well. It's also the Scotty long shot. I think the 8's a true closer. Dunbar Road. This horse can close. It never seems to get there on the win, though, against a group like this. So I wasn't sure, but it's certainly going to get the pace set up. But I think I like Royal Flag a little bit better. Clairiere. Look at the SORs in this. 82, 84, 86, 80, 86, 86. This is insane. And this horse can get there. And this horse needs pace. In many of these races where the horse didn't win, it's because it had, look at like this race here. It had to be too close to the pace. Its best races were when it could sit back and make a run. And I think you're going to see kind of like this Churchill Downs race 11, 9 furlongs in the Kentucky Oaks, and look what she did. Sat back and made a run and barely lost. I think the 5 horse can finish in this race. Malafat is a horse I like a lot. And the reason is this horse has some serious class and it's tactical. I'm going to make this my top pick for sure. 3 horse can be my top pick. But I like the 2 as well. Pace just showed up. Ooh, really? Yes. All right. Yes, it did. Sweet. All right. We don't have to mess with staging anymore. Thank you. Except all my notes are over there. All right. So anyways, so here's the thing. Latruska's got to go to the lead for sure. And Private Mission is fast and draws the rail. The horse can rate some, but it's rated against easier horses. Can it really rate against a horse like Latruska? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look at this SOR. It's an 86. Malathat has a 96 on the GSR and a 94 on Clairiere. She Dares the Devil, you can never ignore. My problem with She Dares the Devil is that look at her style. It's always close to the pace, and it's going to be a fast pace. So I'm trying to beat her as well. I think we could see long shots come late. And Malathat could be the benefactor of that. 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. So, oh, we got it. Okay, I'll bite. I'll bite. Let's go to this race number 2. Pick 4, $48. %, 45 to 1. So you can eliminate that horse. The morning lines are, I'm going to get rid of the 6. I'll add this horse on here in a wide open race. I know. Good luck, David. Always wish you the best, my friend. 7 horse is 69%, right? And the speed of the race, look at that. I mean, that's a single. There you go. With the entire world, but still a single. GSR, don't really see anything there. The pace, there's 2 horses with pace. So now I'm going, okay, just in case they were to duel, although the one looks faster. One needs the lead, no question. 6 horse does not need the lead, but is fast. So will it be close to a fast pace, or will it let the 1 go? You got to use both the 1 and the 6. 4 is a Scotty long shot who's better near the pace, isn't really a true closer, so I don't like the 4. Maritime Empire needs to be near the pace. That was a 38 group it beat. Don't like that horse. Is it really 2 to 1 on the EquinEdge morning line? Really? What am I missing? That was a 38 group it beat. 9 to 2 on the morning line, but 2 to 1 on the EquinEdge morning line. It's the lowest. Wow. Wouldn't be my type of horse, but it's the top Scotty pick as well. The form on this 3 is terrible, and it's 6 to 1. See, okay, so there's the only true closer in the race is this 5 or 7, excuse me. That's it. But it's just been losing so bad. I mean, I guess if the race just fell apart, this horse could get up, but I don't see it. I would probably do. The 8's not fast. The 8 won that race being right on the pace. I would look at, you could do something like this. And it doesn't cost you a lot of money. I don't know why that did that. All right, there we go. So, you know, I would probably do something like that. The 5 horse, Kina. This horse can run. This horse can run. Been facing some tough horses. 5.5 furlongs. It got a 2nd place finish against 4 other horses against a 60 group. Here got 2nd. It looks all right. Maybe take the top Scotty pick. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really love this horse, but maybe Caldwell and Stuart Elliott are doing really well, right? Oh my God, that is so funny. Look at the pace on this 1. I mean, this 1 is fast. This 1 could just go gate to wire, and Fire of Gold is tactical. I like these 2 horses best. I mean, no need to even add anybody else. If it loses, it loses. You're playing $35. That's what I would do. So, all right. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna pump through. We'll watch this, and we're gonna pump through the last two, and then I got a jet. So, you like the horses with the price plays, the bag of money? I really kind of like the 6-horse in this race. Wait, are the live odds not working in this race? What am I? Why aren't the live odds working? No, there they go. What was I just on? What was I just handicapping? Anybody? What was that? What was I just on? I was on race 5. Oh, yeah. All right, well, that's race 5. All right, so 2, 3, 5, 8, 10.
Fillies have arrived, ready to load to go 1 mile.
All right, so after we'll watch this race over at Remington Park, and then we'll finish the last 2 races for Saturday's races, day 2.
Brody Baby next. Girl Scout game is up. One of the 2 first-timers approaching.
I know, right? The new pace numbers. I'm so glad that they got up there for Saturday too. So yeah, they're populating. Also, the GSR Plus is working now, so that's good. So great job, Brad and team.
And on the far outside, the 10, Queen of the Rainbow.
So the 10 horse shows the fastest pace number, but it does draw the 10 hole. I imagine the 2 is going to be on the lead.
Good start, shuffled a bit. As soon as I said that, was Awesome City Girl.
Look how good the pace numbers are. 2, 3, and 10. The 10 hole hurt the 10 a little bit, but the 10's fast, right? Look at that. And look at the 3 horses that are on the lead. The top 3 pace numbers. Now the 2 horse has a 30% win, top Scotty pick, and a good pace number in this race. So you would think the 2 horse would be really, really tough. But it's got a low GSR. Well, no, but there's 2 horses with good GSRs, the 8 and the 5. So things aren't necessarily lining up. So we'll see what happens. But the 2's fast. I imagine the 8, who's 8 to 5, is going to finish 26%. The 10 horse was a speed horse. So the 10, look at the 10 at 42 to 1. The 10 is actually the Scotty's second pick. How's that? Look at that. 42 to 1. EquinEdge morning line. I mean, here comes the 8, and the 8's going to win. That's the top GSR. So it's going to come in 8.26. So, I mean, it's fantastic. Top GSR, top 2 win percentages, 26% and 30% coming first and second. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's get back out. 2 more races to cover. I'm going to blow through these ones, guys, because I got to go. Again, you guys know that in this race, I like the 3 as my top pick, Malathat. Okay, 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. I think the 1 and 6 are going to duel. That's what I think. She Dares the Devil is going to be near the pace, but not going to be fast enough. And I like the 2 horse for second, probably. I'll probably make a 3-2 exacta for myself. And I'm not going to be surprised if the 5 horse runs on for the money. All right. Malathat's got the top GSR. You know, sometimes, you know, the GSR, the top GSR wins around 25% of the time. So you're not going to go wrong even boxing the top 2 GSRs. Just remember that. All right, race number 11 is the Longings Breeders' Cup Turf. It's $4 million for 3-year-olds and upward. Many good GSRs, so there doesn't look like there's an advantage there. The SORs, the Tarnawa. Supposedly this horse is a real runner. And 2-1 in a raid like this. So this horse could be the real deal. So was in the Breeders' Cup Turf last year, won it. So how's it done since? So its last race was on 9-3. It's had some layoffs. It had a layoff after the Breeders' Cup Turf, which is good. Then it came back and run. Probably not fully cranked up for those last 2 races. You know, and probably ready to go now. I would imagine you're going to see a really good race here. Looks very good. As far as speed goes, the 13 has no speed whatsoever. I'm going to be really interested to see how some of these horses that have bad EquinEdge morning lines run. Tiona is 6-1, but 2 algorithms have it at 1% and the EquinEdge morning line at 25%. So I don't know. This horse, Japan, 13%. Mogul, look at this horse. Can run all day long. Mogul, 30-1 on the morning line. 50-1 an hour morning line is 16%. Average SOR is up there with the best of them. It's been off since August, but Frankie Dettori jumps aboard. So I don't know. On paper, you're not winning a grade 3 last time out. Unable to get on terms, whatever that means. It doesn't sound good. Walton Street is 8-1 right now. This horse just won. Let's see any changes. Frankie Dettori gets off of the 7 horse, who just won by 5 3/4 lengths for Charles Appleby, to ride this Aidan O'Brien horse, Mogul, who's 16% to win. That's interesting anyways, right? Like, would you get off of a horse in a Breeders' Cup race for $4 million that won by 5 3/4 lengths to ride this horse? What does he think about this horse? Oh my God, Rodney, Channel Maker has just, come on. This horse has burned more money. I think I got rid of it, didn't I? What number is he? Number 16? Oh, just, I don't think, They're only running 14 horses, right? So he needs some scratches to get in. This horse, look at this horse. It always stops. And look at the pace. Oh, it's the pace of the race if it gets in. If it gets in. I would say this too. There is zero pace in this race. You guys see this? If Channel Maker doesn't make it into the race, look at this. Balshoi Ballet, who probably won't make it into the race as well. Now look, watch this. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Well, hold on. I'm eliminating some horses. Okay, 3 has no speed. Domestic spending. No, is domestic spending been scratched? Been scratched, right? Channel Maker is in? Really? Okay. You guys are so good at this. Look at you. All you guys knew that. So he's the speed of the race, for sure. But I mean, he's always the speed of the race. I can't bet this horse. No way. I'm sorry. I hope you crush it, though, Rodney, but I just don't see it. United scratched? Good. I bet that horse so many times. I'm tired of I keep betting this horse. I'm tired of betting that horse. Domestic spending is out, correct? I'm pretty sure. I think I heard that. But I think it's interesting. They're both in? Domestic spending is in? Huh. Okay. Well, it's a nice horse. Look at the pace on Channel Maker. I mean, I would just say this. Channel Maker has probably never had such a pace advantage ever. Ever. No, Acclimate's in the race. Is Acclimate in the race, the 6? Domestic spending is scratched. 2 and 3 are out. So 3's out, United's out. Is Acclimate in the race, the 6? Where do you guys find this information anyways? How come we don't have this updated? 6 is in. So, well, then Channel Maker has 0 chance because Acclimate is way faster than Channel Maker. All right, so there you go. All right, now there's going to be legitimate speed for a horse like the 13 Tarnawa. But Channel Maker is going to can't run with Acclimate. This horse is so fast. But this horse does not have the class at all. At all. So Acclimate's faster. This horse is fast as well. But this horse can rate. But I don't see this horse winning as well. But Acclimate's going to the lead. Channel Maker's got to go as well. And those two are going to kill themselves. Sisfahan, this horse doesn't look strong enough to me, but it's a tough one. Japan is 20 to 1 on the morning line, and this is an interesting horse. It did not run well in that last race, no doubt. 2 to 1 second choice in that race and didn't run well. And there's a chance that maybe this horse just didn't get the pace. No doubt about it. No, I know. But well, listen, we're opinionated handicappers, right? That's all. Channel maker needs the lead, correct? Look, my job is just to tell you how I see it. That's my job. Channel maker needs the lead, and acclimate is much faster. And acclimate's GSR or SORs are in the 60s. This is going to take a lot. So this horse and channel maker, even when it's clear by itself, doesn't win. Channel maker is not winning this race, nor is acclimate. So there's going to be fair pace in here for the horse that's going to close, whoever that's going to be. That's all I'm saying. And if I'm wrong, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about being wrong. As long as I'm right enough times to make a profit, it doesn't matter. But I think back to back. I think Tarnawa is going to be my top pick. The 11 horse, Gufo. So it's a closer, Joe Rosario. Yeah. And it's definitely a true closer. No question about it. It could win. It could win. Dan, I like Gufo. I can see this. You know what I think I don't like, but I don't know the pace in this. Like we'll know soon enough when we have the pace numbers on the link feature, right? But so I don't know how fast the pace was. That being said, I don't like that the horse in the stretch here was 1 length back as the favorite and then ended up losing ground here. I don't like that. Like a good horse is supposed to win that. That being said, this horse is a true closer in a race where there looks like there's going to be some cheap speed. But there could be a wall of them coming. There really could be. I haven't seen it yet. I wish I could find an angle here for you guys on who the best closer is. But I will say this, look for horses like this. So here you go. Here's an example of a horse maybe. The EquinEdge morning line on the 8 horse is 9-1. It's 16% and it's got a 7 on the pace. Okay. This horse can close. It's 20-1 on the morning line, 9-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. There's going to be some speed in there. Here's an example of a horse that you might want to look at, the 8, Broom. Few of the metrics are lining up for sure. So take a look at that horse. I'm going to watch. I'm going to include that horse for sure. Okay. All right, let's get on to the last race because I have to jet. I can tell you right now, dropping GSR is the 5. I don't like that. So this horse is dropping from an 82 GSR to a 72. Knicks Go. I can tell you that Medina Spirit is just as fast as Knicks Go. And when you put pressure on Knicks Go, it doesn't win. And there's no way either one of these horses can afford to back off. There's no way. You've got 2 aggressive jockeys that are going. That sets it up for Hot Rod Charlie and Essential Quality. That's it. My top picks. Three and 4. That's what I like. Art Collector, for those of you that like Art Collector, I'm just going to tell you that this horse needs to be near the pace. And these horses are much faster than Art Collector. You can see. Hot Rod Charlie can sit. and we'll need to. And you've seen essential quality sit. I tell you what, race does set up for essential quality, doesn't it? And it's the Scotty algorithm second pick. Yeah, that's good information. I'm looking closely at Broom now. I think we might have found something in Broom. I've seen Knicks go run, and I think this is a really nice horse. This horse gets really brave when it gets the lead, but when it doesn't, not the same horse. And Medina Spirit, I don't think this horse can rate, not against this level. And you don't think Bob Baffert knows that if you give Knicks Go the lead, you're never catching him? Doesn't that set it up for a true closer? Who's the true closer? Essential Quality is the true closer. Hot Rod Charlie can rate. And Hot Rod Charlie is just looking really good right now. And of course, we know Doug O'Neill's doing good. Tripoli beat a weaker group in the Pacific Classic. So I don't know that Tripoli is this good. I really don't. I don't think so. Some people have said Express Train. This is another situation where I'm not sure this horse is that good as far as the top level goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if Express Train was in the money. Max Player, this is a decent horse based on what I can see here. But its best races at this level have been closer to the pace. But this is an interesting horse, though. I will say that, Max. But Essential Quality is going to be your class and best closer. I like Essential Quality tomorrow, and I think Hot Rod Charlie will run good as well. But I think I actually am going to make the 4 my top pick. I'm going to go 4-3. Yeah. All right, you guys. I have to jet. The Classic. Yeah, I'll run that, and then I got to go. I really appreciate you guys watching. Acclimates to speed, Greg. 100% agreed. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Still got to do more. I hope you guys crush it and have a wonderful Breeders' Cup weekend. Here's the Breeders' Cup Classic 2021 on simulation. Let's check it out. There we go. 4-8. Medina Spirit, but Medina Spirit's going to be pushing on the lead. Essential Quality wins the race. There it is. Thank you, Oldie, very much. I always appreciate your feedback. You're always a gentleman. I love disagreeing with you. Rodney, you're the best. Thank you so much. Mike, great to have you on the show. Greg, great to have you as well. All of you guys, Don, if I missed any of you, I really appreciate it. Dan, as always, thank you, both Dans. Michael, same, of course. Hopefully you're learning, Michael, and wish you the best this weekend. And enjoy the pace numbers, you guys. Enjoy it. Christy, thank you. Richard, thank you. And I really appreciate it. All right. Thank you, Jim. We'll see you later. Bye.